He's gonna sing the Monster Mash.
It was a graveyard smash, I'll have you know.
If he can do it on key, I won't complain too much.
I will do it at least 4 off key. I can guarantee you that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Maybe just a little. As a treat. Man, you know, fucking users, man, are some of the most frustrating people to fucking work with sometimes.
Yes.
Like, here I am, doing my job. They're like, hey, give this person access to this thing. Okay. I do it. You get a fucking phone call like 5 minutes later. Oh, the thing you did broke everything. It's like, well, you fucking told me to do it. Don't fucking blame me.
Deleted something.
No, it was for emails. They wanted access to someone else's emails because they needed to get some email that was in the archives and blah blah blah, whatever shit. I don't fucking care. They had the permissions to request email access, so I gave them email access. And then they blamed me for giving them email access.
I can't believe you gave them email access, Sneaky. What were you thinking? You should know better.
I know.
How dare you?
How dare
Never
I?
do anything
Feel
a user
ashamed.
asks.
Indeed. I will say though, funniest shit in existence. This what happened? So we have some company mottos, you know, some of those classic company mottos about how we're a family here and yada yada. And now, to be fair,
thanks for the red flag, boss. I really appreciate it.
Now, to be fair, the company is equally cheap. The Tier 2 guys barely get paid more than we do in Tier 1, and the managers get barely paid more than the Tier 2 guys. So we're all getting equally fucked by the company.
Oh, so it's an abusive family.
Yeah, I guess so.
Everyone's favorite kind. Sneaky, you're used to that.
Yeah, well, why do you think I've been working for them for so long?
Because anything they could do to you, you've already had that worse done?
Yeah, pretty much. So far, they've yet to make me lose thousands upon thousands of dollars, so I would say it's a better relationship already.
So far.
So far. Tasty. Anyway.
I hope you didn't just jinx your fucking retirement system, whatever they use for that.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, point is, so obviously, we are spread across the country, and just so happens that we have a lot of people on our little group who are from the South, specifically Georgia.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
One guy had a tree that was 200 years old go through his house.
Oof.
Yeah.
He just bought the house 2 weeks ago.
Oh man.
That's as bad as an act of God.
Yeah,
that's fucking rough.
Yeah,
but,
and before he hadn't finished signing the insurance papers yet.
That honestly sucks. Poor bastard.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, but anyway.
No, I think most insurance companies call that an act of God, and they won't cover it.
No, some
Yeah.
insurance companies cover acts of God. What do you talk? What's the point of me
Some
buying
do.
insurance if they're not going to help me with that?
Oh, well,
Right.
it's funny you say that.
Like,
But,
my understanding is most insurance companies, that is an explicit thing that will be covered. You just gotta make sure they do the right fucking package.
Good.
You gotta pay for storm coverage.
well, yes. The act of God stuff is more like get home insurance in the most tectonically stable area of the world. Earthquake occurs right on your house, cutting it in half. Insurance doesn't cover that because it's effectively an act of God because it is the one area that doesn't get an earthquake except you got it.
How were we supposed to determine that you were gonna get a magnitude 4.2 earthquake centered solely on your house and
Yeah.
no one else was affected? Like, what are we supposed to do?
Yeah.
Lawfully?
Tell them
So
to stop jerking it over the Bible.
anyway, so point being though is that because a lot of our people are in Florida and Georgia, we had a lot
And
of
probably
people on
South
our team.
Carolina.
Yeah, and we had a lot of
Florida.
people call out. So we were working at like half staff today, which sucked for everyone else that wasn't me
Uh,
because I did precisely 9 tasks.
oof.
And everyone else did what? Like
Oh,
2 at
yeah,
best?
by the way,
Oh no, like 10, 12, 13, 35.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
no,
they went above and beyond they went above and beyond for nothing, and you did exactly as you're paid to do.
Yes, precisely.
actually, South Carolina actually got hit harder than Georgia because Hurricane Helena decided to swing wider than we initially thought she would.
Yeah. Yep.
It is so bad. We got a friend that moved up to South Carolina. He ended up with no power, and the Waffle Houses near him are closed.
That's rough.
It's like, well,
I mean, even
it's
here
a
in
Waffle House index. What are you gonna do?
even here in New Jersey, we're getting slammed by the arms of Helen.
Yeah, this apparently was one of those ones where it's like, yeah, normally they don't get this big. This was just another like, wow, perfect storm. I'm getting real sick of seeing 3 perfect storms in our lifetime now.
Well, Max, it's funny you say that because are you ready for round 2 and 3?
There are more brewing, aren't there?
There's 2 more that are out in the sea right now, starting to spin up.
Damn. I mean, I
Well,
like the fact
no,
that
well,
natural
no,
disasters were named.
we're
I
in the
like-
middle of hurricane season. That
Mm,
there's more than 2 or 3. Those are just the
I
ones
love-
that
yeah.
might be coming our way.
Yeah.
I love the fact that hurricanes are named after politicians, so that the meteorologists can just say they ruined everything.
Oh no, we just name them after women.
No, oh no,
Ah.
it's not even that. We literally just go
Hurricane names
down a
are
list
random.
of names.
Yeah, they pick a
Like-
list of names each year based on the alphabet.
Yeah.
Should be named
And
after
if it
politicians, that was fun enough.
if it does enough major damage, that name gets crossed off the list. Because we have way too much horrible shit associated with that.
Like
Yeah.
Katrina.
Can you just imagine being named after politicians? Like, how funny would it be if Hurricane Trump destroyed Florida?
I'm pretty sure
Well,
that's why they don't do
I'm
that.
I'm pretty sure those 2 storms highlighted there were moving over towards Europe and Africa.
Not as funny as it'd be if it destroyed
We'll see.
DC.
Anyway,
Couldn't happen.
Well,
with
no,
better
you
countries.
see, they have the ancient magics protecting DC. It will never happen.
That's why they have all of the
Wrong, Sneaky. Just wait till they replace the Abraham
Obelisks.
Lincoln statue and destroy one of the
Thank
ward
you,
stones.
those.
Yeah. No, I've literally watched the obelisks defeat weather. When I was down in
Yeah.
DC.
Yeah, but can it defeat wokeness?
No.
No, just for weather.
I mean, they
Yeah.
have the biggest
Oh,
obelisk
man.
in the country right there.
1 million without power all across Georgia. That's
Yeah, it was rough. Like, I was calling this one ISP for one of the companies for a while, and then I was like, damn, these people are not picking up. I've been on hold for 2 hours now, and I look at the I didn't know they were in Georgia, and I look at it that they're in Georgia. I was like, oh, I don't think they're answering. So
No, probably not.
Yeah.
I hung up and just sent the company a message of, yeah, I'll come in and
Yeah.
check on Monday.
Check with you guys. I'll check with you guys later.
Fuck, breakfast burrito. is great.
Yeah,
But,
it's
yeah.
amazing 'cause, like this thing is still going and it is stretching. Let's see, this thing's arms are hitting 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Oh yeah, it's still grinding through the states.
A dozen states. Its arms are extending all the way to a dozen different states right now, at least.
Yeah, no,
Kind of
it's
like this rain off of
grinding.
it.
Yeah, it's crazy. But anyway,
there are some specks of clouds that are in fact trying to reach Toronto, Canada. Jesus.
Oof, yeah, I see that.
Oh,
shit.
this was a big one. Yeah, Sneaky, those two storms are currently forecasted to like peter off into nothing out in the
Cool.
Atlantic. Although
oh yeah,
one is sort of like aiming towards the UK, so maybe something will come from that. I don't know.
we almost had
cold in the
a
middle of the Atlantic though, so
we don't, that
probably
you know
not.
that'd be hilarious. If fucking UK finally gets hit by a hurricane, I would laugh my goddamn ass
Dude, they
off.
get hit by hurricanes fairly often.
It would. Well, no, this wouldn't be impressive because it's starting on our side of the Atlantic, and it would have to make
Yeah.
the entire trip. And the middle of the Atlantic is fucking cold.
I can't
It's why
imagine they get
hurricanes
hit
don't
by high
normally survive.
category. Yeah, like I can't
I don't
imagine
think they
Britain
do.
gets
The
hit by
high category,
category.
there.
No.
Australia,
no.
Well,
Australia
also,
does sometimes, especially up in Queensland, but mainly
also
we get a lot of
let's
flooding.
let's not forget,
Yeah.
in order for a hurricane to hit the United Kingdom, Ireland and Scotland are having to tank those.
Yeah, like so. I was when I was
Sir, a
Scotland,
second
we had
hurricane has
one
hit the
hurricane,
United
so-
Kingdom. Jesus Christ, that storm's still fucking just grinding through the states, ain't it?
Like I said, it's still hitting a dozen different states with a minimum of rain, and probably about 3 states with high winds right now.
But yeah, so anyway,
I
so
think it's worse because it took a way wider path than we were expecting. Like,
yeah.
the middle of Georgia was like ready to batten down the hatches, and then she's like, you know what? You seem too prepared. Hey, Eastern half, how you doing?
I'll swerve around Georgia.
I believe
Of course, Arkansas is
Hurricane
getting
learned how to
hammered right
drift.
now.
Cruel, am I going to regret clicking on this video link that you've
No,
posted?
it's just a nice video.
Oh boy. Alright. Let's see how bad this is.
It's not that bad.
Anyway, so as I was saying, the reason this is relevant is because the managers kind of like to push the whole family line, but we kind of like PTSD'd our manager into not bringing that up ever.
As you should.
Except our manager was out today. So we got another team's manager that came in to oversee us. And our poor new guy, who is the only tier 2 on Team A, which is one half the team, said such. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna need some help today. I'm the only tier 2 for Team A.
Sounds like a you problem, sir.
And he's like, you are not the only tier 2. We are we are a family here. And just started going on and on about the company's philosophy of helping each other and blah blah blah.
So, Snake, can you tell me you were the one jackass to say, thanks for the raise, boss?
No, but I did send him a "you've alerted the horde" gif in DMs.
I'm gonna be honest. Coming from you, I'd have to flip a coin if this is a threat or a meme.
It's a
And-
warning.
Why not both? And he's like, I'm sorry. I just wanted to let them know my situation.
Yeah.
It's
Next time, keep your mouth shut.
like, yeah, why do you think none of us talk in the group chat? Oh god, but yeah, so that was the day today. I've had a fucking day, ladies and gentlemen. I have had a fucking day. You know, my keyboard burns out. I finally get a replacement keyboard for that. Turns out my
Burns
keyboard doesn't
out?
work. Yeah, burned. Like, it just fucking burned out. I told you about it. Like, it spread from just not being able to hit, like, O and S to, like, oh, I can't hit OSQR97. But sometimes
gotta
on
replace that.
Tuesdays, it can't hit 7622. No,
Man was typing so furiously his fucking keyboard imploded.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea what happened. No, I tried plugging in directly and it was still fucking up, and I was just like, God damn, okay. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, typically I've been remoting into my work computer from my home computer so I can have all my fancy gear and use my fancy gear to operate my work computer instead of, you know, using a KVM switch, which, you know, KVM switches exist in two properties. Expensive as fuck,
Mm-hmm.
or cheap as shit and barely works. And there is no, like, middle ground there. So I can either spend like $1,000 on an always active KVM that actively mirrors drivers and all that shit that makes it work properly if you have, say, a special 2-prong keyboard or something, you know, so I can do all the shit on it, and it doesn't fuck over everything, because Windows really doesn't like it when drivers just get abruptly, you know, killed from a KVM switch swapping to another computer. Yeah, so basically there's no point into having a KVM switch, but I need to use a KVM switch now because my company just also went through a massive operating system verification overhaul, and RDP has been permanently removed from the allowed list because fucking shitheels could not stop being shitheels for 10 seconds and not fuck it up for everyone else because they want to sleep all day and download viruses on their home computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they blocked RDP permanently for everyone. So that's great. So now I have to use a KVM switch. So I started up my KVM switch, I get everything plugged into it, fucking burns out on me. Again. Just like the third time. Okay, whatever. So now I got a fucking membrane keyboard, one really awkwardly placed monitor, and the world's smallest mouse with like 10% of my actual desk space usable for this setup now. And I've been doing my job better than the rest of my team. But so I'm probably gonna have to go buy a fucking desk or some shit just so I can move my crap over to it for work. So I have a separate everything. And fucking hell, I'll keep using the membrane keyboard, but I'm probably gonna go buy a cheapo backlit keyboard as well because for some reason this is the only spot in my entire apartment that has no goddamn lighting. So I can't see shit.
Get a lamp.
I don't have the desk space.
Get a floor
Are you
lamp.
sure there's no lighting and it's not just your failing eyesight?
Oh, it's both.
Sneaky, do the thing, buy like a fucking dining table and turn it into your PC desk. That's what I did, honestly, best thing ever.
I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna buy a fucking another table. I'm gonna place it right next to my my fucking desk, and then I'm gonna set up all my work shit on it, and that's just how it's gonna be.
The only problem with having like a massive desk is the fact that so my room is pristine, but my desk is legitimately just a fucking clutter.
Oh,
of
it's
shit.
just a fucking nightmare. Yeah, obviously,
Yep.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's just how it is. But
It's a job.
yeah.
yeah,
Honestly, though, like I can't go back now. I need to either have like a massive standing desk or a fucking dining table for my PC.
it is how
Those
it
like
is.
tiny fucking PC desks just don't do it anymore. Also, the dining table is for some reason always cheaper.
Anyway, let's get into the fanfic. Welcome to the circus, gentlemen. What are we gonna do today? What are we gonna do today? What are we gonna do today?
I'm not doing
Oh,
most of the
about
cringiest
anything
shit
other
you can
than
think
fan
of.
fiction.
No.
Do fairy tale, actually murder brain cells.
All right, let's go see what Fairy Tale has in store for us.
Oh no.
Garbage.
I have never read a good fairy tale book in my life.
True.
Well, of course not. You can only get garbage from garbage.
That's true.
Discovering
in,
something that
garbage
doesn't
out.
exist. True. Let's see
Even
here.
Bleach gets some good stuff every
We
now
got Keeping Secrets by Slithering Owl 777. Okay. Natsu finds himself alone after Igneal's death and makes shocking discovery about his past. Facing many new enemies and challenges, will Natsu's attempt to save his brother put him on a collision course with his beloved guild? Set after Tartaros, but before Avatar. Well, that's great. I don't understand
Have any of you finished
any
the
of
anime?
that. No.
Like, have any of you, because
sounded-
I never made it past, like I made just past the time skip, and then I could never read the manga.
I
don't
made
know
it
how
Yeah,
to
you
this
the
never
is-
got
time
back
skip.
to it.
Yeah,
Tartaros is after the Grand Magic Games arc or whatever, where they face a bunch of dragons.
yeah,
Next arc,
I
along with some filler in between.
yeah, I made it to the time skip. That's where I
Yeah.
kind of was like, all right, so they're doing the Naruto thing. I'm good.
Yeah, I watched till after the Grand Magic Games, but then they weren't releasing Tartaros and all that yet, so they hadn't made it. So I haven't kept up with it anime wise.
I was like possibly interested in picking the series back up when I heard about the Grand Magic Games, but then I heard about how after the Grand Magic Games, the plot went like super off the rails, and a whole bunch of dragons showed up, and then it turns out that the other continent was filled with warriors who were able to slash their swords so hard they casted magic, and they were just better than mages.
Oh wait, that was a while back
What?
though. That was before
Alvarez.
the time skip.
Huh?
That was no okay.
No.
Yeah.
Edilas.
No,
All right.
they did not
How-
do that. Atlas had no magic naturally that people could use. They have to refill gems to power shit.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
Edilas. Yeah.
that
Yeah, no,
sounds so much worse than the reveal of the nation that has no samurais, but a bunch of has no ninjas, but a bunch of samurai. Some of whom were able to utilize chakra for their sword techniques.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like they had the whole fucking Grand Magic Games or some shit, and then like the warriors or whatever they called them showed up, and they were just like better mages, except they did it with sword techniques, and it's like, okay, this is just lame. This is just so fucking like literally, and it's like literally the entire continent. The weakest guy was as strong as the strongest mage, and it's like, okay, so we're just gonna go with fully
Actually, no. The
generic
strongest
power scaling.
mage, the strongest mage was on that continent's side, basically.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, he has 4 different dragon slaying magics, and he gets
Oh
one
yeah, that
shot
was
by
the God
Gildarts.
Serena guy, right? Yeah.
Oh,
He
No,
called
wait.
himself God. Yeah, he called
What?
himself God,
He
Serena.
did not get one shot by Gildarts. He got one shot back Logia.
Yeah, then they brought him back, and then he used all 4 of his dragon slaying magic at once to attack the army, and Gildarts no-shot it.
I mean, that's Gildarts. They just like.
Mm.
I don't even know how they could nerf that motherfucker.
And then after that, there's another entire different continent that's ruled by dragons and dragon slayers that turned into dragons, and there's also now a platinum key called Draco the Dragon. To summon a dragon with celestial spirit magic, because it's all
I
dragon.
Oh,
checked out
are
after
they
the
gonna
level
go all?
Outbreak
Are they gonna go to high school next and have
I
No,
dragons?
that was the multiverse crossover where different versions of Natsu and Lucy ended up in the fairy tale world and then went back. But it also basically every single one was actually in a relationship. So the author's basically stating that it's canon that Natsu and Lucy are basically
My
a couple.
favorite thing
Bruh.
about like
Yeah.
fairy tale fanfics is even if it like starts well written, it's gonna go one of two ways, right? One, it's gonna just like there was this one like shopkeeper fic with like the first 2 chapters gave me hope.
Yeah, I remember
And
that one.
then he forgot about anything related to shopkeeper, like shenanigans even remotely, and was all like, "Yeah, man, like I'm this completely like normal ass motherfucker. I'm dicking down the witches right now." I'm like, dude, just you had such a good thing started up. Could you keep on that? But nah. Then the
Well-
other one, yeah, the other way it can go is again same thing like incredibly well written, like the technical writing is good, but then all he ever fucking does is follow the plot. Why would you make this a crossover if
Well, I
you're
mean-
just fucking following the plot?
Yeah,
Oh, great,
pretty much.
Ichigo's in the world now. What's he doing? I don't know, he's kind of going around with the plot. That's Ichigo!
Yeah,
Like-
Ichigo post Bleach ends up
No,
in
it's-
Fairy
yeah,
Tale,
literally,
and then
literally,
he goes and joins Fairy Tale, and
Yep.
then he meets Natsu in that town that is in the prologue, and
Oh my
literally
God, you know the
nothing
exact fic I'm
changes.
talking about, right?
Yeah,
Well, no, you wanna hear
I
even-
know,
you wanna hear an even worse
yeah.
one? You want to hear an even worse one? There's a crossover where it's Zangetsu, Ichigo's Zenpakuto, that goes over there instead of Ichigo, and it's the exact same following canon
I'm
bullshit.
sorry, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zanpakuto, which was basically a murder hobo. Yeah, that one. Yeah,
Mhm.
I can see that getting so.
And it's a
getting so
crossover.
well.
There's also another one where there's a crossover with Ichigo and Ulquiorra going to Fairy Tale. One with Ichigo, Ishida. They're basically everything. It's just always Ichigo or Zenpakuto.
Yeah,
There was
it's
also
pretty
this
awful.
One, so you know how like
Mm.
Dante is kind of one of the most like
And
like
yeah.
like nightmare to balance in any fucking like
Mm.
world you put
Oh,
him
yeah,
in,
yeah.
right?
And you know the worst bit? The Bleach Fairy Tale crossovers can be all blamed on a single fic.
Which
Yup.
one?
Who or what?
It's one where Ichigo's naturally born in the fairy tale world, and Shinigami magic is a thing along with Hollow and Quincy magic.
Yup.
My other fucking pain point, and this one, like, I legitimately want to, like, punch people over. Okay, so you know the fucking, like, I don't know what the hyperfixation of authors
Into
on...
the realm of magic. Just had to
Oh.
Google fairy tale fucking crossover
okay.
with Bleach, and
Okay.
it came up as
Yeah,
second
but
option.
Yep.
yeah, I'm saying, like, I don't know why people have, like, obsession with trying to find, like, oh yeah, dude, you guys just don't even know about this plot point. In, like, the
Oh
fucking
no, wait, this is
filler
a different
bullshit-
one.
In like, the
Oh
fucking...
fuck, is it the same
fill-
person who made this?
The amount of
No.
filler bullshit that Bleach had, and especially like the fact
This
that none of
is
it was ever mentioned again, that's like a problem I have. Like
Right.
Bounce. Who
Yeah.
the fuck cares about Bounce? And like,
No one.
I must say this, like, I like
Weren't they
Bleach.
filler?
See, yeah, exactly. I like Bleach, but who the fuck cares about Fullbringers? Why
No
is
one.
it somehow always a plot point when the actual author of the fanfic was like, I'm forget about that completely.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why does every motherfucker have to bring Fullbring into it? It's
Mm.
dog shit. Nobody liked it. It almost killed
It
the
is.
manga.
Mhm.
But we
Yeah,
want the
really
power.
did.
Even
I
even the powers are
well-
all shit except for
The
Tsukushima's
design-
memory
I-
fucking changing.
no, I think the Fullbringers did kill the manga because
Yeah,
all of
it
a
did.
sudden
It literally
he was
killed
told it lost so many of the viewers because the Eisen wrap up was so
They
fucking
had to
solid.
bring back Aizen to salvage the series.
They did.
Bro,
Yeah.
not
Along
even
with the
that.
fact that,
No,
along
no,
with
that's
yeah,
don't forget
Well,
that
no,
still
they
isn't
also had the
salvage it.
escalated super. Like,
Well, it's not even that. His Shonen Jump didn't like Kubo, and he didn't like them.
Yeah.
Like they told him this, he finally got his some sort of groove back with the
Mhm.
1,000-Year Blood arc,
Yeah.
and
See,
then they told him
1,000
you
Blood
have
arc
4
worked.
chapters. They told him you have 4 chapters to wrap it up.
Yeah.
It's like, what,
Like
guys?
the thing with
Yeah.
1,000 Blood
Yeah.
War was also the fact that
I mean, yeah.
it was just the Shibuya incident in Bleach.
yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
a battle royale.
Yeah.
You know,
Escalation. That's it.
God, I
Oh,
forgot
no,
how
the fact that
Fullbringer.
The Fullbring, the Fullbring looks
outfit.
fucking awful, yeah. But like,
Well, actually, no,
every-
hang on.
It's a jumpsuit. With
I want to point out this design would be improved
Hold up.
if
I
we
keep forgetting.
put-
I keep
put his-
forgetting the Nazi
his-
Ichigo was a thing.
Yep.
put his visor mask on this. Wait, what the?
yeah.
That's what his
Oh.
Fullbringer originally looked like in the manga. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they
I
changed it
forgot
into just a cross.
Oh, yeah.
fucking
be-
Along with the
forgot
fact that
about
that
him.
was originally on his Bankai as a symbol as well, but just in
Well,
front of the handle.
Yeah,
well, it was always on his
That
Bankai.
was where no, that's
It-
where
it's
he
just
got the thing from. But then
It's the
somebody was like,
They
it's the
changed it.
manju.
No,
That's
I thought
why.
they changed it in the
Manju,
anime.
yes.
I guess I'm remembering.
No,
no,
they
It's the
they
one
changed it by
direction.
Do you know
breaking
how many
sword into two.
brains they would have to change?
They are changed
They
them.
No,
did
I meant
that.
like they changed that from the start, basically. I thought, but I'm remembering wrong.
No.
Yeah.
No, not in the anime. They kept it.
That's
No,
the one that's
you-
reversed
Also,
from the
um,
actual swastika.
Also, Kubo had a fucking huge wrist injury as well from drawing and from deadlines that forced onto him. by
Oh
Shonen
yeah,
Jump.
yeah. But like, here's the thing, right? Like, the Fullbring arc was so dog shit. They pulled out so many writing tropes that you never fucking do. A, continuing the story after the story ended.
Yep.
B, the character gets a power-up that returns their powers to something that's almost like their original powers, except it's never going to be their original powers, and now they have to go through a completely different power-up arc to get new but slightly the similar powers. Dog
Bro,
shit
but
idea.
forget You forget
C,
about all his friends betraying him because they all left him alone. 'cause he couldn't see
hold on,
ghosts
I was gonna
anymore.
get to
Yeah,
that. No,
no,
I'm getting to that.
that's-
C,
that's not
the
betrayal,
mass
though.
mind control. That is the worst.
Yeah.
Like, look, mass mind control is never
Oh
gonna
god, that
pay
did
off.
happen. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I forgot
It
about
never pays
Yep,
off.
Yep.
Mhm.
And like,
It even didn't in the
the-
final fight for the mind control guy because Byakuya was like, "Oh, you're my best friend. I love a lot. Sorry, dude." He says, "I kill you. You're dead."
Yeah, but I like, you know,
funniest
duty and
fucking
orders
shit.
is like more important, bro. Stab.
Like
Yeah.
the funniest fucking
know-
thing
Oh
is the
god.
fact that like knowing
Yeah.
all this, the fact that the manga almost died around this time, the fact
Mm.
that
Yeah.
at around the Fullbring arc, literally all the hype for Bleach hit rock bottom to the point where the next arc to be animated took a decade and a half.
Yeah.
Every motherfucking author wants to put it in their story. I do not get it. I think the best one was like the only like reasonable one I thought was like that one fucking Do Me Wrong, the fucking DxD one.
Do Me
where
Wrong
Ichigo's
did it
this
so
girl
well.
that poisons
Yeah.
all the Fullbringers with just power. Just like, oh yeah, great. Your body can take so much reishi. I will literally poison you with my power. And goes like,
Mm.
fuck you. That's it. He does that on a holiday. I mean, that is the best thing you'd give this entire arc. A quick death.
Mm.
Yeah. But, like, here, that's the thing, right? Like, you can tell, because, again, like I said, mass mind control never pays off narratively. You get the whole, like, shock betrayal scene, but that shit never fucking pays off because you basically just wrote the entire cast besides the main character out of the story temporarily. You're then you have to introduce more cast, and are they going to be a permanent cast, or are they going to get discarded, and are people your audience are going to be cautious about getting invested in them because what if they just get replaced back with the main cast again? It just becomes a fucking shit show. And
Also,
so they had
none
to
of the
solve the
Fullbringers
Fullbring
like
arc.
that.
They had to
Yeah.
solve the Fullbring arc in the most retarded way possible, and that was, oh, all of the captains showed up and they put a 16th of their aura into the badge, and then we shoved the badge into you, Ichigo, and you're now a Shinigami again. It's
It
like,
was a sword and they stabbed him through
huh?
the chest.
Yeah.
yeah, but still, it's just like,
it was ridiculous.
You know what
Huh?
the worst bit is? The reason they lost all the fans is simple. Not a single fan looked at that and thought this is going to be better than Aizen.
Yeah, and none
Well,
of
it's-
the
it's
four
no- it's
bringers
not
were
even-
likable.
it's not even better than Aizen. Aizen is
Match.
quite literally the end of an era. It's the end of the overall narrative. It's
And
like
the end
how
of a
World of
strong fucking
Warcraft.
era too.
It's like how World of Warcraft had a massive user base die off after Wrath of the Lich King stopped. When we killed the Lich King,
Yeah.
massive user base die off because people were there because of Warcraft 3. And they saw through the narrative arc going across literally 10 years. They killed the Lich King. The story is over for them.
And it isn't even just killing the Lich King; it's the manner you killed him in, the
Yeah, well,
fucking
obviously, yeah.
finality of it all, right? Like, and
Man,
that's the thing,
that
like,
fucking
I-
cutscene was just
it
so
still
god
gives me
tier.
goosebumps, dude. I didn't
Yeah.
even play the game, and I was like, "This is cinema." Like straight
It's
up.
how you end. It's how you end a fucking series.
And like
Yeah.
honestly,
Yes.
with Aizen, with like the fucking Mugetsu and him sacrificing all his power to just end this one godly motherfucker,
Mm.
it was a good end to a great build-up, right?
Yeah.
And of course, like the anime fuckers had to go through so many stupid filler arcs. Like Bleach was honestly more filler than it was actual like
The
Yeah.
content.
the
But
only
the manga
good
readers,
filler
oh,
arc,
they ate. They fucking ate.
the only good filler arc for the anime was the Zanpakuto Awakening arc.
Oh yeah, the one
Rebellion.
that,
Yeah.
Because it was consistent with the story. It felt like it absolutely could have been part of the manga, and we
Mhm.
Wasn't
finally
there
got
an
to see.
interview? I'm pretty sure there was an interview where Kubo wanted to put it in, but there was no way good to actually insert it because he was already halfway through the war when
I mean
make
that seems fair.
There was also like some of the movies were really good, like the Diamond Dust Triple. Oh yeah,
yeah,
that was a
the
good
movies
fucking
the
movie.
movies are actually pretty consistently
I
good,
haven't
even
seen any of
they're
the
non-canon.
movies.
Like that one was
Yeah.
like fucking that guy's what's the white-haired kid's name?
Memory they did in
Yeah.
the movie they did Memory Erasure actually fucking good.
Mm. It's like the movies were like surprisingly great. The filler, no.
Yeah, but if they wanted more Bleach, what they should have asked Kubo to do, and if they wanted Quincy's, a fucking prequel of
Yeah.
Prime Old Man Yamamoto fucking facing off the Quincy King.
Oh yeah, that would have been
Like there
cool.
would be tons
Yeah.
of stuff that they could have done.
Or
Like, they could
even
have just-
250 years ago with a genocide where you could have a Quincy protagonist, but in the end we know there's going to be a genocide, so we know it's hopeless, but we still want to watch their story.
You could literally have
I
like
will
a
say
story
this.
about the old Kenpachis and like that
Yeah,
could have been it, right? Like
Oh my god,
They could call it ammonia.
getting.
Mm.
I'm gonna be honest. I think it would have been cool seeing how Unohana became the Kenpachi
Fucking
before
just-
Kenpachi.
She literally just went around defeating everyone, and not a single person until Zaraki was actually even able to hurt her, basically.
Yeah, like her
Oh,
story.
yeah,
She
but
literally
she
just
wasn't-
walked around
no,
as
okay.
a murder hobo.
Well, no,
Yeah.
but she wasn't the first in the line of it.
Mm.
Yeah.
I want to see the guy that came before her.
Like you could also have like a story about like the origin of the Shoin family. You could have something about Urahara's fucking like past and shit
We
like that.
even
Tons of
we
shit.
even
you could
have the
do.
original captains. We've got the original
Dude,
captains in
yeah.
images.
Yeah, we
We
could
know
how
have
they
seen
look.
more of
Like,
like
the worst
Shisuke and
used
Yoriichi in
character-
their younger days.
Yeah.
Like the worst used character I feel in all of Bleach was the fucking captain of the first. So who was the guy? The Thunder guy, right below Yamamoto.
The vice captain who stayed with him for literally 2,000
Who-
years and then got
Yes,
killed
and just
off
got-
screen.
basically yes. Like the most underutilized, because like by all lore till that point he was his second in command.
And then he gets jobbed by fucking Ichigo in the Soul Society arc, gets destroyed, it doesn't do anything in the future except get fall down and faint during filler arcs basically, and then
Yeah.
gets destroyed in the Quincy arc with his Bankai being stolen, not able to warn anyone, and pinned to a fucking wall.
Literal lieutenants did better than him.
Yeah.
He was supposed to
True.
be the lieutenant.
Yeah. It's
But-
fucking well. Like,
Yeah.
Bleach
Anyway.
had enough going for it. You could have had a spin-off on any number of things.
Mhm.
But
yeah.
keep in mind, this is the same company that was like, hey, Dragon Ball Man, continue the story, here's more money.
Yeah.
To be
Despite
honest, I
him
think he did a pretty
ending
decent
it
job.
several times. The
Yes.
Cell
With
Saga was a
Dragon
good
Ball, the
ending.
thing is, though,
The
like,
Boost Saga was a good ending. They
See,
wouldn't
yeah.
let it stop.
They wouldn't
But-
because it was
Yeah,
too
it's a
popular and
cash
too
cow.
much money.
Yeah.
but that's the thing, right? Like, I feel the thing with I feel what's his name again? Toriyama, right? I feel the thing with Toriyama was his arcs always start dog shit, but by the end of it, I mean, come on, like, dude, look at Super.
Masterpiece.
What?
Look at Super. Fucking look at Super. Garbage, garbage, garbage. The tournament arc. Oh my god.
You
To be
mean,
fair,
I mean,
Super-
Super was 70% tournament arcs.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And that's the thing,
Super,
right?
I
Like,
really only know outside of that 70% tournament arcs is that Vegeta getting fucking pissed when Bulma gets hit away by
Yeah.
Beerus. That's
like
it.
the entire Beerus thing was so fucking boring. I was like, dude, I'm really watching this. And then like the fucking Goku Black arc, I was like, oh great, we are cooking again, right?
Yeah.
And that was like
No,
the thing.
that was...
Super, I feel
Mm.
that's his thing. He's so like, because in the old days mangas would take so long to fucking rank up.
Mm.
In the new era, where like by chapter 5, if somebody ain't died, it ain't gonna go nowhere on TV. That he
Mhm.
doesn't fit that archetype.
Anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
Well,
the
he's
fucking
also...
tournament power at the end of Super was
Toriyama continued to excel at raising the power ceiling in a way that is
Yeah.
fun and interesting. I still don't care what anyone says. The idea behind Ultra Instinct is super fun because it is
Mhm.
obtainable by
Yeah.
anyone. If
Yeah.
Krillin trained hard enough and put himself in enough life to that situation, he could theoretically unlock it.
Also, the fact that Vegeta did not get Ultra Instinct but Ultra Ego just makes sense.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, no, his was great. It's
yeah.
like I finally
Also,
understand the feeling,
speeches,
but
the
it's
speeches
not in
in
my
fucking
nature to
Super.
dodge.
The speeches and just the character like heart-to-heart talks in Super were really good, especially the
Also-
final speech by Vegeta versus when it was Goku versus Jiren, and how
Oh,
he told him just yelled out "surpass your limits once again."
Yeah.
Show them what it
Also,
means to be a Saiyan Kakarot.
Frieza
Yeah.
in fucking Super. Yes.
Monkey.
That entire like final sequence against Jiren after Ultra Instinct wears off. Oh my god.
Mm.
I kind of like that Frieza ended up becoming a traditional Dragon Ball villain of like, you're just a goofy little shithead, which is not good because you're also a mass genocide piece of shit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, why are we running around getting the Dragon Balls this time, Lord Frieza? Universal domination?
I need to be taller.
I want to be
want
taller
Frieza-
by
I want-
5 centimeters.
No, not even that. He wanted it to be subtle. He wanted 3 more centimeters.
Yes, just 3 more centimeters. That's it.
Like, dude.
Like,
I mean,
it is
now, I mean,
more-
hey, look, I
Lord
mean, you
Frieza,
know, if
why?
we had infinite wish devices,
Yeah.
Well, no,
I
his
mean,
special-
are
you
you
should-
really gonna sit here and say you wouldn't make yourself a little bit taller?
Well,
Yeah,
no.
like, and,
the
like,
best
you
part
can
is
go
No,
it's
not
probably out of
really. Here.
spite.
I wouldn't.
It's probably out of spite. He's slowly got to make himself taller every year till he's taller than Goku.
Also, my
He's hair.
favorite thing about
Well-
Toriyama is the last thing he did before he died was give Frieza the N-word pass.
Yeah. Black
Yeah,
Frieza, yeah.
We're never going to see how all that ends now.
Yeah.
And like, he
No,
finally
is the other guy
acknowledged.
writing the story now, right? Because
No,
what's his fucking
it's-
name? I forgot.
I don't.
Hold
Well,
on,
if he
hold on.
has, there's been no updates since, so he's still
Yeah,
taking a
like
while.
of course, like he was still being what's the word for it? Like mentored.
Groomed.
Mm,
Yeah,
but
I love how
I-
he
Only
was the
you.
one to say that
I
word.
appreciate Toriyama
Only you
like
use that word sign.
acknowledging
Yeah,
one of
Toyotaro. Toyotaro is the
Yeah.
one who's actually writing
Yeah.
Super, but Toriyama is the one who kind of guides and mentored him the entire
Mm.
time. So of course, since he's gone, Super has been in limbo.
I mean,
It's gonna
they
take
have,
a bit.
like, they have
the
enough to
manga-
make a new.
the manga's been pretty alright after Toriyama died. He's keeping up at least with a decent story, and the
Yeah.
fights been alright.
Like,
There
I'll be
have
honest,
been,
there
wait,
is the
have there
Stinker
been
Moro arc
updates to
coming
Super?
up, but the arc after that is
Yeah.
good.
There's
I've
new
seen
ones.
I've seen no updates to Super
Goku
since
got-
Toriyama's
Didn't
passing.
Goku?
See,
Didn't
the-
Goku get fucking captured by another universe and is being held hostage? And Gohan was training with
I have-
Jiren's
I have
team to get
read-
stronger.
I have read. I'll tell you, I've read the
No,
Moro
the
arc, which was kind of a disappointment, but it built up
last
the Granola arc, which was great.
the last
And
chapter,
then
at
I
least
stopped reading.
on the last chapter on the official app was March 20th.
Yeah, that's fine.
There's been nothing since.
Mhm.
But I appreciated that before he passed, he acknowledged a very old fandom name for one of the theoretical Gohan forms, Gohan
Which
Beast.
one?
Yeah.
Gohan what?
And then Trunks and Goten were like, I don't know about that one. It's a little weird.
But yeah, like Toyotaro should be able to continue the story even afterwards, but I feel that a hiatus is at least respectful
Mm.
to the guy who made some of them. Like, it's not even Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Z, dude. Like, this guy made
Mm.
this guy knows art for Dragon Quest. This guy
Yeah.
did fucking Chrono Trigger. I think he
Yep.
deserves, like,
His
Yeah,
some
I
only-
don't.
hiatus.
It's just like I think Dragon Ball Z. I think well, Dragon Ball in general, really.
Mm.
Bleach, Naruto, the big ones. They all ruined Japan's ability to create long form story.
I mean, you could go further than that, dude. Like, the fucking Journey to the West.
Well, that's China.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but that was the basis for Dragon Ball.
That was the
And
basis for
also,
No.
like, for
No,
One
no,
Piece.
that's not. No. Well, yes, it was the basis, but clearly half the shit that happens in Dragon Ball doesn't happen in Journey to the West.
Well, yes, of course not. But like the entire like anime arc setup thing, you
But
can trace it
my
back
point-
to-
Well, I
though,
mean,
well,
to be
sure.
fair though, Goku is very like Sun Wukong. After all, how many times is he gonna fucking transform into something?
that is
He
true.
is literally
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Sun Wukong XP.
Exactly.
Point
Son
being
of
though
a
is
Goku.
they completely ruined the ability for people to make long form stories in the manga industry now, because
Hmm.
all of the publishing companies are looking for the next Dragon Ball, the next Bleach, the next Naruto. Now, I would say the next One Piece, but One Piece is still fucking
Still
not
the-
dead.
Yep, it's still
It's in its
going.
final arc. It's actually
I'm-
supposed
I'm-
to end within the next
Bro,
decade.
how
Within
many
the
times
next
have you heard
decade,
that?
yeah.
How many
Nah,
have you heard
Supposedly,
that?
it's supposed to end in 2025. So.
Well, I
Now-
heard that. I heard it was
Well-
going to end in 2024 and 2023
Yeah.
and 2022 and 2021.
Well, yeah,
Listen,
but
you-
I
listen,
think
you
part
don't
of that-
understand, right? You know when fucking that what was that fucking like Punk Hazard was going on? That's when he said it was gonna end. I was in school back then, still
Yeah.
studying math and shit.
Yeah. I was hearing about the
That's
end of
old.
One Piece back in 2014, okay?
Yes.
And at
Which
this point, I'm
was,
not even sure how he's gonna
to
end
be
it.
clear,
what the fuck is the One Piece gonna
10
be?
years ago.
Shut up, Sneaky.
The One Piece was the friends we found along the way.
I'm 90% sure it's just
One
something allows him to
Piece.
change the world to his own
Yeah.
thing.
One
and he
Piece
goes,
is world.
Well,
adventure again.
The One Piece might actually be worth the damn, because we got a big reveal with last week's chapter, or 2 weeks ago. There's a big old weapon sitting where the One Piece is set to be, apparently, that will literally change the course of the world. So, hey, I'm gonna be real pissed if it still ends up being the friends we made along the way.
I'm telling you,
After,
like,
it's
an,
only a
after
test
an
to the One
explicit
Piece.
reveal.
Here's my prediction.
in
It's gonna be
story.
like something
It's a
ability,
giant friendship laser.
You know, it's like it's like some ability that can reshape the world and time and shit like that.
It's-
And Luffy touches it and goes like, "If I had the choice, I'd go to the adventure again," and then it starts again.
New Game
No.
Plus.
No,
It's
I like
the New
Sneaky.
Game
New
Plus
Game
token.
Plus.
I like Sneaky. It's a continent cracker powered by the bonds you've made.
What's
Yes.
Oh,
what's
no.
Luffy gonna do with that? You
Uh,
understand that like the One Piece has to be something Luffy wants to do something with.
no, you know what
Bro's
it's
gonna
you
take
know-
out the UN.
No, it's gonna be worse. He's just gonna hand it to Usopp, because why wouldn't you give the continent cracker to the marksman?
Oh, no.
We don't know what Usopp's gonna do with it, but he has it now.
Terrorism.
Nami, how do I use this? Luffy, put it down.
Points it at the ground. No, what?
But yeah, no, like I'm saying, it's absolutely ruined Japan's ability to make long form stories, because
It's
like,
also, like-
nothing can fucking end now, right? Like Parasite
Yeah.
had its run, ended, was good.
Bro, Parasite is
Yeah.
the wildest one because it ended before any of us were born.
I know, but that's my point. Like
Fucking-
Ranma,
Why?
like yeah, Ranma ran for a while, but
it
it
did.
went full circle and it ended.
Sneaky.
Done.
Sneaky. Parasite
now they're
has
redoing
a
it.
sequel now.
I don't pay attention to that. I don't like. I
Yeah,
ignore
it
it.
is
I
there.
deny
They're
it.
making a sequel to Parasite.
Yeah, there's a sequel to Parasite now.
I deny
Naruto
it.
almost Naruto
Female
almost
main
got to
character.
end.
Yeah,
Almost.
and then ship at him. Yeah.
No, I'm including shit like Naruto as a
talking
whole
about
almost got to end, and then a year later they're like, "Hey guys, Boruto." It's like,
Oh
don't
yeah.
do
yeah.
this.
So here's my question: who the
I don't
fuck
want
is
Boruto.
watching Boruto? Because I don't know
No one.
any Naruto fan who's watching.
I-
Boruto.
I'm not-
Literally
I-
no one.
I
The
refuse.
only people.
I
So the only
am-
people that watch Boruto, I can tell you who is. My little brother's generation.
But they're also
Yeah.
not watching it, right? Like
Now-
my
No.
cousin is-
They're watching it. No,
reading-
they're watching
I
it.
am
Alright.
reading the manga because I am interested in this new train wreck.
Yeah. No.
But-
My little brother has all the Boruto books. He watches Boruto.
Oh,
He
no.
plays the Boruto games. He
Oh.
literally. It's literally a case
Ugh.
of doesn't know it's supposed to be bad
Yeah.
because it's the only thing
guess-
he does know.
The other thing also is like I believe that when like fucking Bleach and Naruto ended, like the company did try to like push other anime up, as we saw with My Hero Academia and of all things fucking Black Clover. They really thought those would take over, and they failed on both accounts. So all the money.
Black
Fair.
Rock
Fair.
Shooter,
Wow,
Black
they
Rock
must say
Shooter
attention
fell
to-
apart. Black Clover fell apart. My Hero
Black-
Academia
Soul
fell
Eater
apart.
Wait, Sneaky,
Soul-
Black Rock
Soul
Shooter
Eater
is a-
finished.
Black Rock
Same
Shooter was
thing.
a Vocaloid project,
I
my guy.
thought
What
was
the fuck are you
Soul Eater
talking about?
Fate.
That
Yeah,
was
what do you
never
mean?
a
It's a
replacement.
Black Rover.
Oh.
Whatever the fuck it was
And then
called.
it became an anime.
Yeah, I just remember it as an
Black
anime.
Clover, that's the one.
I know.
Black
I
Rock
know
Shooter
P-
was
I-
an OVA, then an anime, then they tried
Yes.
to make it into a game. Then it
It's a-
became the other thing.
Yeah, I
It had
just
a- it
remembered
had a
it for its
PSP
failed
game
game.
Black
was-
Clover, sorry, Black Clover. That's
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
Because every motherfucker started putting that
actually-
shit for exactly 3 weeks and then
it
nothing.
was
Well,
so fucking
actually,
bad.
what-
Black Clover.
What's funny is people who really liked Fairy Tail really took to Black Clover.
Well, yes, because
It's
Black
the same
Clover-
amount of
okay.
trash.
Black Clover is literally Fairy Tail, but main character is the dude from it. Okay, Black Clover is what if Black Star from Soul Eater had the main character
I'm-
from Index's powers, but the whole thing played out like Fairy Tail.
Listen, it's not. You don't even need to go that far. For Hero Fairy Tail, Hero Rape Monster. It's bad Rape Monster. That's what it is.
Yeah, here's the thing.
And he's
I like
made
the
another
way-
new thing. The Fairy Tail guys made a new thing since. I think it's called Eden
I-
Zero or
I-
something.
Yeah, no one cares.
Did not
Yeah,
take
Eden Zero
off.
something else, which is Eden Zero is literally just reusing every Fairy Tail design.
Yep.
in a
Yeah.
different,
Like I was like,
uh,
is that Lucy
form.
from Fairy Tail? Oh yeah, sure. I'm not gonna watch this anyway.
Oh, that's also Natsu. He's Natsu's. What the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like the way Black Clover started, and then once it became
Ah.
clear and clear, when it started becoming. Here's the thing. I'm always a sucker for like a good underdog story, which it looked like it had the beginnings of being, and then you realize that there's these weird possession and reincarnation plot lines sitting in the background, like, no, I was hoping this would be the tale of Rock Lee, not the tale of Naruto again.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's like everyone tried to be Naruto, everyone's trying to be Ichigo, everyone's trying to be fucking Goku, and it's just like,
You know-
no, stop. You don't know how to tell a fucking story.
At this point, I'm kind of glad that like manga like Vinland Saga's. I think it just ended or it's ending, something like that, right? Like so that shit ended. Then with Berserker, Miura just fucking died. So I guess that's that. Vagabond Inoue just gave up. He's like, I ain't writing this no more. Even though he was cooking so fucking well.
Guts is stuck on a boat forever now.
And oh yeah, he's on the boat. He's on a different. He's on the boat again. We're getting our second boat. Hunter x Hunter is coming back, so I'm expecting one chapter before another hiatus. Feel. Yeah, like long form's content, most of it's either legacy, things that slowly people are coming to like realize exists around the time it's gonna end, or things that the authors gave up on at this point or died.
You do have a few new up and comers, like Freyren is actually
Oh yeah,
really good.
Freyren is. I'll be
Freeman's
honest
been out
with
for a
you,
while, dude.
I love the concept of Freyren. I
Listen.
can't watch it. I literally have started that like the second episode 3 times, and all 3 times I've fallen asleep in the middle of it. And I'm just like, it's a good anime. Why am I falling
It's
asleep?
because it's a very comfy story.
Yeah,
It's very comfy.
Like it's
and then Freyren starts killing
unironically.
demons.
Listen,
Yes, it's
Freyren,
meant to be a comfortable
Freyren is
slice of
good.
life.
No, Freyren's also good because it got 24 episodes instead of the 12 that became so popular. Going
Dude,
back
yes.
to 24
Yeah,
is just a good thing they've been doing.
You could
I
also
feel
just
that like
you
that
could
was
also
the
read the
biggest
manga.
fumble of the people who did the animation for what's its name, Soul Leveling. Yeah, I mean season 1, you didn't even get started. You gave him Igris and that's it. That was like the first 10 chapters. Why is that 12 episodes? Give it 24. At least make him something. Get people hooked.
Kaiju number 8. I don't know. Is that series going anywhere?
No, Kaiju number 8 is good. It is
It's
good.
up to
But,
chapter
Um,
115.
honestly,
It's been pretty good so far.
I'm waiting on Sakamoto days. That's like
I'm-
Last I
next year,
checked,
January.
isn't
I'm
Sakamoto
waiting for
done?
Kaiju number 8 to
No,
just
like the anime.
drop.
I'm waiting on the anime.
I'm scared for it to drop the
Because
ball.
it's like it's Madhouse, right?
Yeah.
The anime
See,
is actually really good and
I'm-
sticks really close to the manga.
I'm really
good.
scared because
Also, actually mature, like actually old fucking protagonists after like a while.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is what interested me originally.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I mean like this is like so we had we had the girl failure era of manga.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
now we have like Freerin and Kaiju number 8 and Shadow of Eminence that is
My
like
favorite thing. Oh, you guys like
post-failure.
Shadow.
Shadow is great.
yeah,
don't fucking
it's
like
like the
it at all.
post-failure era where people
Yeah.
realize that trying to just redo Naruto again isn't gonna fucking work. So now they're
But
out
that's
there
it,
making
they
fun
also
of
keep on doing
Naruto.
garbage. Like they keep on doing like so much isekai trash every season.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
so
no,
bad.
that's
isekai
moving. It's
back
moving
in
out
the
from
day.
isekai, and now it's just doing fantasy.
My brother, literally 3 isekai came out in the last month. Osan newbie thing, failure frame, and the no longer allowed. In
Well,
the
I mean,
world. It's
so
like,
look, there's gonna be forever isekai, and it is
Oh,
what
I'm
it
not
is
gonna lie.
because they literally just publish the shit off of that fucking one fanfiction website in Japan.
yeah.
Web novel.
But like no, like my
Yeah.
thing is like
Novel.
like there is a thing though, like the newer, like the ones that are coming out now, the isekais, I find them a lot more interesting than the fucking early isekais, like the fucking isekai with a smartphone or easier. I fucking hate these.
Isekai with a smartphone.
I mean,
Bruh.
That was the one. That was the one that,
That one
really
was
got
great.
the fucking ball going. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it.
I mean,
But, like,
I've
recently
been
stuff like Vistoria.
I really
like,
would not
fucking-
say Isekai with a smartphone got the Isekai ball going. I think it was just the first one out the gate.
It was the
No,
first one
not
that like
even
really
close.
blew up. No, there were other isekais
No.
before, but it was the one that was like a pure power fantasy. Like there's nothing else.
M-
This
No.
guy goes there and gets
Absolutely not.
Not even slightly, dude.
Where were the okay? What came before that? That was like at that point. It was just nothing. No
Escaflowne.
regard for fucking, like no regard for plot, no regard for anything else. Just
so
I
they're
go
out
to other
here
worlds, suddenly I'm
referencing the
best
dark
of it.
magics in their birth.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you okay? You
I-
want me to start naming out some isekais here? Like, yeah, gotta collect
Not
all the
isekais.
rings.
How about
Bad
Mushoku Tensei?
isekais. Did Mushoku Tensei come before or after? I think it came
No, I
after.
think
Or after
I think he's
The
referring to
anime,
like
No,
the
no,
anime
no,
came
no.
after.
I'm not talking about like anime that actually have a plot. I'm talking about legitimately. I go there. I'm the best. All the bitches love me.
yeah. No,
Look at
he's
me
talking
solve
about
everything
power
instantly.
fantasies
I'm
without
talking about
work.
trash.
Like
Isekai
Mushoku.
trash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not
I
good
mean,
isekai, not well done
okay,
isekai.
like Shield Hero. Yeah, it didn't.
No,
it wasn't
no.
no, Shield Hero wasn't a power fantasy right out the gate, but it almost
It
immediately
came on
became a
easy.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah, it so
Mm.
easily became a power fantasy super quickly.
Yeah.
And then
I-
they had to keep
Yeah,
using
within
Murphy to
within the first
hit
volume,
him
yeah,
down,
you're not
and
wrong.
then he'd go back to power
Yeah,
fantasy.
like the second they got over the whole faked rape arc, it literally just turned into bro shows up, everyone instantly likes him because he has all of the items they need to fix all of the problems nearly instantly, because he foresaw this in instance like 3 chapters ago when he was planning out stuff, because he noticed a leaf falling down from a tree and realized it was autumn, which means that
Wait, did that come
the
out before like smartphone though?
Yes.
smartphone
say it did.
and
I
Shield
think
Hero.
smartphone might have been
Smartphone
localized
was after,
first.
I think.
Let me check.
I don't know. I saw a smartphone before I saw Shield Hero
Yeah, same. Like because I remember
in
smartphone
digital
being
storefronts at least.
like everybody was like, "What is this trash? Why is it popular?" Much before like Shield Hero
Original
like,
run
caught
from
that kind of, like,
2012. Yeah, no. Shield Hero came out a year before smartphone.
manga
Yeah,
or
no,
anime.
we're talking about localized though.
Ah,
Like,
Hmm.
can we get anything on North American published dates for that?
I'm not even talking
Original
manga, like
run
the
for
I know the
smartphone anime was
specifically.
2017. Original run for Shield Hero anime.
2019.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like again,
So
like a
people would
lot
have
of the
seen
older
anime-wise,
isekais
people would have seen
also
that
kind of
first.
got caught
Then.
into
Yeah.
like Mushoku Tensei probably happened because of the isekai wave, and because
No,
I'm
Mushoku
90%
Tensei
sure.
came out years before that, but they only did the anime later on after.
Yeah, no, I'm talking
all
about the
isekai
anime
shit began to
specifically.
get
I'm not talking about the manga, dude.
Yeah, but no, what you don't
You waited
understand
on the
is that
manga, is what I'm
what you
saying.
don't understand is that the anime is only relevant to the West.
Yes, and I'm talking about
Yes.
the West.
No. The anime is only relevant to the West.
to the West.
To
Like,
the
it came
East,
out as a
the place
manga,
where
and it
the
was super
stories are
popular.
coming from, it's the
The
web
manga.
novels and the mangas that everyone is going to see and read first.
And
So
both of
your
those
point
came out.
in that the isekai smartphone poisoned future generations doesn't mean shit because
I'm
it came
specifically
out
talking
as
about
an anime
anime.
first.
I'm not talking about manga at all. I'm talking about the anime because it came out. Other garbage started being adapted as anime. That was my entire point. It opened
Also
the
true.
floodgates where people are picking up every trash isekai manga and
Okay,
turning it into an
okay.
anime. That was
Okay.
my
Yeah, he's
point.
right
I
on
didn't
that
say.
one.
Oh,
I
yes,
thought you were saying that
godlike.
I thought you were saying smartphone isekai
I
was
didn't even know
causing.
smartphone had a manga.
Well, of course it had a manga.
Yeah, it has light
Yeah, no,
novels too.
Almost
Yeah.
every anime has a
Ooh.
manga.
Yeah.
We
So
live
I'm
in
talking
a
Those
about the
were
ones.
actually decent.
No, because like
we
the
They-
reason
live
I
in
never
the
thought it had a manga was
Look,
because it was so fucking trash as an anime.
No,
How did
it's
this
actually
get past the
super easy,
editorial
right?
department?
You know, it's actually super easy to understand this process. It starts off as a web novel because it's literally free. Then it becomes a
Yep.
light novel because it's super cheap to just edit the web novel and print it out digitally or print out a couple physical copies to get the interest going. Then it's easier still to get a fucking manga made out of it after that because once it starts proving popular, manga artists are basically a dime a dozen, literally.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
Yep.
it's super easy to print out mangas for it. And then once the interest is high enough, they make an anime out of it because that actually requires financial investment.
Yeah. There are some things that do skip straight from
I'm
like
not gonna
novel
lie
to
though, the
animation and
recent
get a manga, but
isekais, like
we live in an era where anime first
I'm sorry.
is exceedingly rare.
The fucking Phoenix, that is an L take. L,
What?
no one asked, mauled seethe cope,
No,
reborn
no,
as a
I'm-
vending
no.
machine is not a good
Not-
series.
It is
See,
not.
I've heard
I
it's
like the new
very.
there
wave.
is nothing wrong with Reborn as a vending
See,
machine.
not only
take
that, you know
back.
that
It's very
one where the
slice of
guys
lifey and
there's that one isekai where the guy's power is literally to buy fucking just like home delivery groceries, and I fucking love it. Like it's just fun.
See, that one's fun because all he does with it is cook food and have good
Yeah.
vibes.
Yep.
yeah, that one's good.
And the manga, like I read the manga ahead, and I'm like, oh, this gets even more fun. It just is him having fun in this new world. No, like, oh, overarching bad guy plot. Oh, you're the bad. It's just him.
Yes, pure
cooking
slice
food.
of
It's
life.
just good vibes, yeah.
Yeah. And like he gets access to alcohol shop, and now he's like drinking buddies with gods. What do the gods give him? Minor blessings. What do they do to him? Fuck all. Nothing.
Making
Yeah,
dirt
and but
cooking.
I mean, like I remember another one that tried to have the same premise, where it's like, oh, I'm in another world with access to like a shop, and
Yeah.
It was the really dog shit one where it was the guy who was like a hunter in his previous life, and he was buying like hunting supplies from the shop, and actually the reason why he was able to buy hunting supplies, and why they were so cheap compared to anything else in the shop, is because the goddess that gave him the shop power worked part-time at a hunting shop in his
Why is it
world.
so familiar?
Because it was dog shit. And he meets an elf, and all of the elves are like, oh yeah, we hate this one fucking elf. And it's like, she's like the hottest elf with like double D boobs, and she's totally into him because he's a hunter. And so they go venturing forth. And then he buys.
This one. I know this one. It's so bad.
It was so bad.
There's a manga like that too, and it is equally bad.
What in
Run nose.
going on?
We're talking
Isekai.
about bad
Don't worry
isekai.
about it.
But yeah, for every like decent one that comes out, there's always a quality assurance in another world or something like that. And by the way, this anime, I do not get it. They tried, like Crunchyroll specifically, tried to market it so bad when it came out, like it was all over the fucking thing.
Well,
Like,
that's
this
all you
was-
need to know. Crunchyroll tried to market it.
Yeah.
That's all I need to hear.
Anything
Yeah.
Crunchyroll tries to put out is bad.
See,
This
if
game,
Crunchyroll never says anything about what you do and about the anime, then you know it's going to be
Yeah.
amazing.
See, that's it. So this came out around the same time as Vistoria Wand and Sword, and Vistoria is good. Like second most
Oh,
popular anime on the site, good right now.
I've been enjoying Wistoria so
Vistoria is
far.
fucking
but
good, and Vistoria not even a
I-
fucking peep. Not
I
a
have
word
one.
about it.
I have one problem with Wistoria, and I'm willing to bet that this is because the author has the same issue that a lot of other like borderline power fantasy things do, which is stop sandbagging the main character's actual strength. I'm getting tired of this. We've seen what
Yeah.
he can do. Why is he having trouble?
That's a Japanese thing, though. I don't know why it's a Japanese thing, dude. And
Like, it's about
Modesty.
conformity.
I need to hold my power level.
Well, no, it's
Look,
about
and
conformity. It's about
There's
Yeah.
nothing
Nail that
wrong
six
with the
out,
main
gets hammered down.
character.
and it
There's
is,
nothing
and
wrong
it-
with the main character wanting to like not draw attention, just wants to get through his school life. My problem is he gets in a situation in episode 7 and 8. It's like, okay, the problem with the situation is that we've seen him fight a teacher who was 2 steps from being at the top of the world power rankings. Why is he having trouble with another student, regardless of how impressive his feats are? Stop sandbagging your main character's strength. It's annoying. You don't have to have him be an arrogant cuss, putting the antagonist in its place.
See, I will still say it's a
Hmm.
cultural thing because after reading so many manhwa where
Yeah.
it's the literal opposite with similar fun situations where like even if
Oh
the guy
my
isn't
God.
strong enough, he'll just go for
Manhwa,
it,
yeah,
right?
manhwa are literally like the opposite of manga in terms of problems with the main character, where it's like, oh great, another hyper arrogant Korean here to save
None
the
of the young
world through
master.
sheer
And-
arrogance and ego. I
And my
can't
favorite is
wait.
when they get, and my favorite is when they get decked, like when they get fucking checked for like being that arrogant. There was this one, I forgot his name. It was also a necromancer anime, but like the guy I think from like the very beginning thought he was something. He was like the Korean guy, and literally some no name beat him up in like the 3rd chapter, and like just left him bloodied all over the floor. And I'm like, oh, good, that's good. But yeah, like the ego checking is now slowly coming into like the Korean manhwa space, and it's kind of nice. But the Japanese just take it too far with like the head down, don't fucking, let's just toe the line. Like it is just, it's like
Yeah,
the worst offender I still feel
Yeah,
is
it's kinda bad.
ReZero. Like, fuck
Yeah,
ReZero.
oh
Fuck
my
everything
God,
they do with
ReZero is so bad.
Mhm.
It could be so good, but they
I
fuck it up
Especially
every
because
time.
we've seen
had a
the
really-
alternate
Yeah.
worlds of like where Subaru joins the cult, the witch cult, and literally kills everyone somehow. He
that's
figures
the
out a
thing,
way to
right?
get
He's
everyone
fucking
killed.
around.
Yeah, but that's the funniest thing, right? They have to, so in ReZero, the worst part is they tease the chance of the anime getting better. They tease it multiple times that take this path. If you go this way, the anime will be good. You will be a better cat. No.
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate fucking cock tease. And I'm like, fuck you.
I-
Fuck this anime.
I gave ReZero a shot because a friend wanted us to be interested in it. It's
Mhm.
like I see why you like it, but it's not my cup of tea because the intrigue is not enough to string me along.
Mhm.
Also, Rim is easily the best character in the first season. Why the fuck is
Yes.
Subaru obsessed with Amelia? Take the maid. She's dedicated. She's loyal.
Because
Yeah.
Emilia looks like the witch that saved his life and made him loop,
No.
and that kind of is stuck
But
in
he
his
does.
head.
Subaru doesn't
No,
remember
but
that,
he
though.
hasn't
doesn't
Subaru doesn't
seen
remember
her
that.
up to that point yet.
Subaru doesn't
Yeah, he
know
doesn't
about.
remember it, but it's
She's done.
subconscious.
Amelia did nothing of substance for him aside from being the first person to not be an asshole to some
She was
strange
first
kid
girl, yes.
in strange clothes.
Oh
girl-
god,
first girl
I
fight.
hate that shit so fucking much. Oh my god. Oh, it's an isekai. Oh, everyone's being mean to the isekai guy. Oh, who's the waifu here? Oh, it's the one person who wasn't mean to him.
Yeah, that's
Oh
it's a trope, dude.
boy.
That's how it is. But
Which
I'm
is
not gonna
what the
lie,
Shield
though.
Hero killed it with having bitch come be nice to Nefume and then turn around and stab him in the back.
Honestly, I think they really could have stretched that out a bit more to actually make it like
Oh,
a
yeah.
plot point, but they just
And not have
kind of
it go one
They
episode
blew their
done.
load quick.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
the major thing. What fucking was about to say
the
beyond
like
reason.
the
What he
issue with
said-
Shield Hero the most is pacing.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
that pacing is the murder of like most like Japanese stories at this point. I feel like
Yeah,
so many
well,
like good
that's
stories
what I'm
ruined just because
saying.
it
That's
went
why
too
I
long.
brought this up in the first place.
Yeah,
Is it's because of shit like Dragon Ball, One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto. Is that Japanese writers don't know how to fucking pace anything anymore.
yeah.
It's
'cause-
them and the 12 episode format.
Yeah,
Those
that
are
too.
the
That
killers.
too.
Yeah,
Well,
It's
probably
like-
that
Well,
why I
episode.
said I'm looking
that's
forward
for
to
when they're doing
24s.
anime only stuff.
24s are necessary.
be honest,
I feel at this point.
The dude that wrote Code Geass
Mm.
and then did Witcher Mercury. So
Mm,
Code Geass proved that 50 episodes is too long for him,
yeah,
and Witcher Mercury proved that 24 is too short. He needs one of those weird numbers like 32 or 33, probably.
36.
isn't there an
37.
anime with like 37? That's what I was about to say. Isn't there one anime that had like 37 and everyone was like, "What the heck is this?"
But there is something
forget
said
what
for
it
the
is.
12 episoders as well.
I'm
Like
not sure which anime
for
that
some
would
reason,
be.
12 episodes really works for like comedy type or like anime, right? Like mashup. It just works. I don't know why, but the 12 just works. For me.
To be honest, the way Mashal was paced, it felt like the author knew what they were doing, and it was almost like they were already planning for how to have chapters and arcs split, as if it was going to get an animation.
Yeah, that too. Like I
Have
feel
have
like
we gotten to the one panel yet, by the way, in the animation, where the big bad starts to have a flashback and
I'm not sure. I
Mash says
still have to
no?
watch season 2. I just read the manga.
Why?
I just want to see that part animated. 'cause
Honestly,
Honestly,
that's like
like-
one of the best jokes I've
it's
seen.
gonna be
in,
it's
like,
gonna be
most anime.
so good.
Mashal in general, right? Like it is. I did not expect it to be as good as it was. It was like
Why?
I was
I fucking love
expecting a
this.
sh-
Also,
I
I
was
love this one
expecting a sh-
specific. I love this one panel so fucking much.
I forgot about that one.
That and like the fucking like the throwaway villain. The throwaway villain that just like kept repeating statements that are like the most surface level bullshit ever.
You know what? I need to reread Mashal because it feels like a series that's best done by just binging chapters over the
Oh, yeah,
course
see,
of
so
the week.
Mob is also funny, but Mob also has like there's like a tale of a person trying to grow up in there, right? Like one is like I feel like one is on a different level when it comes to writing that specific like perfect balance between comedy and like an actual human development system. Like One Punch Man, right? Sure, fucking your like fucking Saitama exists, but every other character grows.
Mm.
Yeah,
Even
which-
Saitama grows.
Which is the
Even
point.
Saitama grows
is-
to some extent. Like it's
And then it doesn't matter how much they grow because they're Saitama. That's the point of One Punch Man.
yes. And like the thing is with Saitama, he's just a guy who's bored out of his fucking mind.
He's just looking for
No,
that one
he-
good fight.
He's looking for that one discount.
Yeah.
That too. He is looking
I-
for the discount.
Oh yeah. Also, if you ever, as a reminder, Dragon Ball power scalers are some of the most annoying people to have.
I
What
think
if
that was the
got
Yes.
entire
with-
thing that he was trying to like
Oh
fucking
no,
make a
'cause
meme out of.
two of my friends, one liked One Punch Man, one's really big on Dragon Ball. Brought up like, Saitama probably could beat Goku, and the other guy's like, oh, but this. I'm like, I don't know. The most recent One Punch Man had him punching backwards through time to kill a omniscient god.
Yeah,
And he's like,
OPM
but
is
the
kinda
but
ridiculous.
the fight with Beerus almost destroyed the universe. I'm like, okay, but he punched backwards through time.
He punched
Yeah.
backwards through time. Punched what
reset
is
the
effectively
timeline.
God in the setting. You shut up.
Bro
He-
literally pulled a Deadpool, where he pulls out the gun
Yes.
and shoots the villain in the first panel.
Yes, actually, yes, that's what he
Yes,
did.
Basically.
And he reset the timeline in its entirety. And the only reason Genos knows what happened is because Saitama, for some reason, was able to keep hold of alternate timeline Genos' core, which still had the memories of everything that happened. He hit the reset button so hard he erased his own memories of the other timeline.
Yeah.
So Genos is the only one that knows
the
what
entire
happened.
point. Yeah, the entire
Mm.
point of I feel
Phoenix,
I wish
I am a
one-
more a Bleach fan than I am One Punch Man, but Saitama would defeat you. Watch.
he's almost ready for his first badminton tournament. It's fine, guys.
I'm gonna be
But,
honest. I think Yuwak might
Listen,
barely be ready for a tournament. of power
Saitama's still in
fight.
his training arc. He's not strong enough to defeat a mosquito yet.
He will
Actually,
get
no.
there.
Well,
Don't worry
no,
about it.
Sorry,
I
you
remember the
what?
theory that the fucking mosquito was God. Like that was literally a theory fucking floating around. At a
Yeah,
point
that
in time.
mosquito, I'm pretty sure he still struggles against mosquito.
Mhm.
Not mosquito lady, just a mosquito.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
he
mosquito
never-
lady
he
got
ne- oh,
slapped
yeah,
into
he
the
never-
fucking
oh,
side of a building.
Yeah, no, he never got that thing in the end, did he?
It flew away, yeah.
No, he never
Yep.
got that.
He slapped it and was like, got it, and then it flew away at the end of the episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually,
But like that's what I'm saying. Like, I
Mosquito
feel
Lady's
one-
actually still alive, so I think she can jump into mosquitoes, and I think that one left her alive.
To be honest, I don't think
thought
she got the
Mosquito Lady
time.
was dead.
He got
No, she's back.
literally
She's back in the
missed-
newest.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Because
I-
she
Mosquito
got
Lady's back.
mission.
No, she probably got rebuilt because she was one of she was one of the genetic
Yeah.
experiments, like the
Mm.
gorilla dude.
True,
I think
true.
she's literally working part time there with them.
Yep, she is.
I am going to absolutely fucking steal this, Max.
What are you stealing?
I'm sending it to you.
Oh
But
no.
in general, I feel like what he did in Mob Psycho. I from start to end, I could not find fault in Mob Psycho. I'm gonna be honest. And giving it to Madhouse for animation.
I want
and
this mod.
Yeah,
The,
yeah,
with
that got posted in the
musket.
SDM.
That's not a musket. That's a
Oh
shotgun.
no, you're right. Oh no. Oh, that's
Oh, no.
someone gave her the pump.
Oh,
Oh
no.
god.
She got the 12 gauge. Oh no.
Patience
The
is
end.
my second
You know,
name.
honestly,
Your
she strikes
first,
me someone.
little.
She strikes me as someone who would settle for nothing less than a 10 gauge. To be honest.
Also, like,
Yes.
who says Sakamoto days is over? It's still
10
going.
gauge. How about fucking 8 gauge?
She couldn't find
She
one.
uses a punt gun.
Yes.
It's got so much chicken
Blade, hold
puts
it
her on her
steady.
ass every time.
No, Blade has to help her with that one.
Blade, hold my weapon
He's
steady
the
while I shoot
Blade
him.
is the mobile bipod for her punt gun.
No,
Yes.
EG's her mobile walker for when
Get
she
on
needs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. To sum all this back up, Mashal is great. I look forward to the animated version of the Big Bad having a
Hey,
flashback, and Mashal saying
you
no.
know, you
don't
ever
get a
look at
flashback.
like Fairy Tale and you think to yourself, man, I wish someone wrote a fan fiction retelling of the entire canon story of Fairy Tale and changed
No.
absolutely nothing.
No.
No.
Well,
no,
this
sure,
person
why
did
not?
it. Yeah, this person did it.
Cool.
Fairy Tale, the complete series, a retelling of the entire Fairy Tale story.
Why would I want
Why?
to read Fairy Tale when I can't see the fan service with it? Because that's all that Fairy Tale's got.
321
Right.
chapters, a million words, 87 favorites.
A retelling of every
Bro,
story.
I
from
do not-
Clans to
like, so-
friendship.
Bruh.
In fanfiction,
87
like, it's-
favorites.
See, it's kind of like nice to like not write for other people, but holy shit, brother! At some point, you gotta quit it.
Yeah. Like, don't get me
literally
wrong,
overheating your
I can
bullshit.
totally understand, like, oh, I just want to write this story and post it because I want to write the story and post it. Cool, understood. Only 10 people liked it? Don't care. Cool, good for
Listen,
you.
man, if less
made it for
people
me.
like it than the fucking stupid Ruby Skyrim thing we wrote, then there's a problem.
Good. They're
Especially after,
required to like it.
Because Ruby actually has a huge following, so anything to do with it will also get at least some views.
Ruby Fairy Tail has got a pretty big following as well, bro.
Yeah, Fairy Tail used to have a big following.
It does?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, there's still new shit coming out for it, and like the fucking.
Fairy
I mean,
Tail
yeah,
came-
there's still the technical sequel manga.
Fairy
But it's
Tail was in
garbage.
the same eras of Shonen Jump as shit like Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, Katekyo
Man,
Hitman Reborn.
Have
And
you guys?
That fucking shit has still been going on. iShield 21, it was in the same era as those.
Have you
Wait,
guys ever
iShield
looked
21
at
is
Fairy
still
Tail?
going?
Yeah, yeah,
Nah, is it?
I think so.
I haven't been keeping up. I haven't been keeping up with iShield
Have you guys ever
21.
looked at Fairy Tail and thought to yourself, man, if only I could read Fairy Tail, but without anyone having powers, and it's taking place in the medieval era, and
No.
Lucy was a princess.
No.
You mean Rave Master?
No one ever
Actually,
sat
that is
there
Rave
and
Master.
Again,
No.
that's just Rave Master.
Mm.
Rave Master was actually pretty
I
decent for the first few episodes.
do not understand these AUs. I just don't understand them. So
What if the
yeah,
AUs understand you?
I wanted to play Factorio, so I started up Solitaire. It's like,
Yeah.
So,
What?
Sneaky, how many pages do you think it'll take you to get to the coffee shop AU?
isn't
Uh,
Fairy Tail already medieval? No.
No.
it's not what to say,
fantasy.
it's fantasy though.
I mean, bro, they got like fucking skyscrapers and shit.
They got
Yeah,
TVs.
Colosseums.
Yeah, they
See-
do.
Yeah,
They
like
do.
no,
They got full plumbing. Yeah, they got everything, dude. Like they are
the Fairy Tail
there.
shit is weird. Yeah, like they basically got they got cars. They got fucking
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah, they got
got
magic
full
cars.
on cars. No, not
They've got
magic cars.
airships.
Well, yeah, they have magic cars, but not magic
But they also
cars.
have
They
normal
literally have
cars.
cars that run on oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gasoline cars.
I mean, so does
They
One
also have
Piece,
magic cars for some reason.
Yeah,
because
no,
it's
well,
magic. Fuck you.
because
That's why.
magic. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's magic. I don't
I
gotta
don't know.
explain shit.
Well, they don't.
Erza times Natsu. What the fuck? Stronger and smarter Natsu. Okay.
Impossible.
Author
Natsu.
self-insert.
Natsu's got brain
Author
damage from when he was
self-insert.
dead for
Fuck
years.
Sting. Cool. No. Dragon and Mermaid V2. An unofficial V2 of Dragon and Mermaid takes place in an alternative timeline where all of the women are part of Mermaid Heel, and Natsu is an independent mage with an encounter with Mermaid Heel. That sounds
And-
so
hold on.
fucking lame.
I
Me too.
remember
That
reading
sounds
the
so
original when I was
fucking
still reading Fairy Tail. I remember reading the original Dragon and Mermaids. It was so dog shit.
That
They-
sound like I cannot fathom how you would think that would be good.
They made Natsu a magma or lava dragon slayer because fire was too boring in the original. I remember that story. I once read it.
But he can just make magma.
Doesn't matter. Fire's too boring.
Okay.
You know, fire is too boring. We have to have our super secret character hit something cool.
But like, I hate that shit though, because like, a fire dragon slayer can eat magma, but a magma dragon slayer can't eat fire.
Yes. But fuck
What?
you.
Why?
Because you can only eat your element. But because magma is composed of fire,
It's fire. It's heat.
yes, but that's not how that works.
Listen,
But
honestly,
mm,
fairy tales don't make sense. I think we should just.
If
like,
you're a heat dragon slayer, you could, but
yeah.
But you're not.
Oh wait, is that the explanation for why he was suddenly able to force lightning
yeah,
down his
No.
bullet?
I thought that was because if you eat the element of someone who's had a lacrima inserted into them and you're a regular dragon slayer, it fuses them. Just like how a lacrima dragon can eat regular dragon slayer's element to fuse them.
huh?
Yeah, that's now
I
a
don't
thing.
remember that one.
Gajil ate
Oh.
shadows and became a shadow iron dragon slayer. That started off in the Grand Magic Games after you guys.
I'm
all
gonna
stopped,
be
but
honest
Dragon
with you,
Slayers
Chief.
have swapped-
Oh, okay, so that was after
Yeah.
I left.
Yeah,
okay.
Dragon Slayers have now able to eat another Dragon Slayer's element and add it onto their fire, but they can only do it with one element.
But
And
okay,
that's
that's
like-
specifically another Dragon Slayer's element. I'm more talking
Yeah.
about like you have a magma mage casting magma at you.
No.
Natsu can
Natsu
eat
can-
the fire
Natsu
off
can-
of it.
He can eat the fire and even the heat because Natsu is also built like that because of
Yeah,
spoilers of being part demon.
bro's part demon. Damn.
Yeah, so he's actually the Black Mage Zeref's brother who died years ago in a dragon attack, and he brought him back to life by turning him into a half human, half demon. But that's how Zeref got cursed with killing everything around him because the god of death didn't like that.
Actually, kind of a
And-
baller backstory. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Natsu's demon half was sealed away in Tartarus, the demon guild, who was actually created by Zeref, who's now immortal and kills everything around him whenever he feels anything about anyone or anything. So he has to be completely closed off, frozen in emotion, or he kills everything around him. He created demons originally first and all the ancient lost magics to bring Natsu back to life, which is also where Arc of Time that Altair uses was supposed to try and reverse Natsu to before he died.
Right.
Like, Zeref created all those lost magics, and every single one is based around bringing Natsu back to life.
Okay, kind of baller. But anyway, point being though is yeah, the dragon tier system is a little bit weird. The more specific your element gets, the weaker you actually are. Because like an air dragon is fucking retardedly strong because you can just open your mouth.
Except Air Dragon still loses to the Sky Dragon, which can eat air, wind, sky, atmosphere, everything, which is what
Yeah.
Wendy is.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
again,
it's
he's-
kind of
he's
just
the specialist.
it's a very
And then you've got
weird
Gajil,
towel-
who's the Iron Dragon Slayer, but that seems to encompass all metal, so he should be the Metal Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, but to be fair, to balance that out, Gajil is also basically made of metal, so like
Lightning's super effective against him. He can get frozen quick and made fragile with ice. He can melt with too much fire. But in physical force and blunt force, he is the strongest Dragon Slayer defensively.
yeah.
Damn.
But he's weak against elements, which is what all fucking magic
Yeah.
basically uses. So.
Oh my god. A dragon's fairy tale. Have you ever wondered what it would be like if your favorite anime joined them? Joined Jennifer
No.
Miller. Joined Jennifer Miller, who is now Dragon Slayer, who will love Journey of Land known as Fior.
Natsu OC.
Natsu
Please.
times OC.
Okay,
3 follows,
Female
4
author.
favorites, 3 reviews. I need to see those reviews.
Two of the reviews are just spam.
Like,
Wait, what?
So many women watch fairy
Yeah,
tale,
two of
and they're,
the
like,
two of the
only for-
reviews are literally just bot spam.
Oh, well. So many women watch this fairy tale because a lot of the men end up shirtless and
Yeah.
Grey just strips and they're all very hot men to women.
Yeah, Gray
so-
Strip's very close and often.
Natsu doesn't wear a shirt, he just wears a vest that shows off his abs. Alfman loses his shirt because it's manly.
Now,
But they're
I'm gonna
all,
be
like-
fair
they're
here, right?
all,
I'm gonna be
they're
fair
always,
here.
like- Yeah.
If I had abs like Natsu, I probably would also wear a shirt like it.
I thought that
Yeah,
I
that's
thought the
fair.
reason is because the vest reminds him of dragon scales, so he just wears that because he was never taught how to wear a shirt by Ignil.
I mean, it doesn't really fucking matter. Like, dude, if I had a 12-pack like Natsu, I would probably show it
Yeah,
off all the time.
true.
So.
True.
I
I'm not
hate
a
that one
liar,
of the
like,
characters
I feel
is named
every
Gray.
Single,
and that he's a stripper.
Every single character
Yes.
in that fucking.
It's because of his training in ice magic, Gray. I'm sorry. 'Cause his
Yes,
own
but my
teacher
name
made him
is
stand in the
Gray.
Yeah, but he's got an A. You've got an E.
Also, the
That
fact
just
that,
reminds me, my
I
name
think
is
every
British.
single fairy tale like character is at least somewhere on that mental deficiency spectrum. So
Yes, every single character from Fairy Tale is on the
to be
spectrum.
honest, most professional bodybuilders I've met have also been on the spectrum.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it kind of takes like a certain level of
Amount of autism to manage that fucking
yeah.
meal prep. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, also, the history of Fiore is dog shit because everyone's all these lost magics I was talking about that was used to bring Natsu back. Yeah, he made those like 400 years ago and no one remembers. Their ability to keep history and records is absolute dog shit in Fairy Tail.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if pretty much everyone at any point in time could suddenly become a terrorist firebombing an archive, I would too. I mean, you know, if I had to owe taxes to the magical government, I would absolutely firebomb the archive that holds the records of how much taxes I
You know what the best part of Fairy Tail World is? There isn't taxes. You just got to pay for repairs as a mage yourself.
Yeah.
No IRS?
No, I'm pretty sure there is because I remember fucking Lucy talking about how she has to pay off.
She pays rent. She has to pay rent. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever heard of taxes or all that. It's mainly they've just had to pay for repairs and things that they break, the guild.
Which generally costs more than they earn on the missions.
Yeah.
Just a fucking meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe stop breaking things.
Well, maybe they should make things tougher.
They tried that. Fairy Tail broke it still.
Yep. I mean, it
Doesn't
begins
matter
with the
how
guy-
tough you make it, Fairy Tail breaks it.
Yeah. The series begins with the guy like destroying a ship and like a coastal town. So
Well, I mean, Guild Art's magic is so destructive that they actually had to make a mechanism to split the town in half and rearrange it so he could walk in a straight line to the guild hall.
Yep.
It literally moves the entire town to the sides and just makes a lane for him. And even then, rather than the door, he still walks through the wall. Doesn't stop, just walks and breaks it through his magic.
Yeah, this is all somewhere on the spectrum.
It doesn't matter what's in front of him, he's just walking through it. Mountains, walls, people.
He is also somehow the most functional father figure in the entire guild. Second most functional.
Yeah, the Macau exists. So
yeah, no, I was going to say second most functional. Hold on.
Wait, now
Actually, I retract that.
The two gun characters had a kid as well.
Oh
and,
no, wait,
yeah.
no, fifth. There's actually the dad that they save on the mountain at the start.
You're right.
No. So
that's Macau.
Igneal, all the dragon slayers that got taught dragon slaying magic by dragons, their dragons build themselves into the dragon slayers'
Every
bodies.
single one of the dragons is a bum that left the house for a coke.
They didn't leave. They didn't leave. They sealed themselves into their children.
Brother, listen, it's like proper Yakubian behavior.
They're still with their. They're actually using their souls to stop their children from turning into dragons.
That's fine, brother. It don't matter.
They're still better
After
parents.
the father-
They're still good parents because they're actually still protecting their children to this day.
I mean, yeah, like they are. No, they're not paying rent.
Actually,
well, I mean,
they
if
are,
you consider it, they kind of are paying rent.
Like keeping alive and not turning into dragons.
Preventing your kid from dragonifying.
Inflation.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about the price of
You know what?
inflation? Like,
You know what I love
like,
about? You know what I
some
love about
gem.
Agnologia? It's self-inflicted. The guy turned into a dragon from overusing his magic, used his magical prowess to turn back to a human, became a doctor for like 50 years, and then the town he was in got destroyed by two dragons fighting, and the person he saw as a little sister got killed, so he went and genocided every dragon in existence for centuries.
Yeah, and like Agnology isn't even his
Bro was
name.
just,
That was
bro
just
was
some
just
random ass
leave
dragon
me
he made.
alone, and no one left him alone.
Yeah.
Average Animal Crossing player. Average Animal Crossing
This
player.
is no context.
Average Animal Crossing player.
It says 1942.
Look who designed it.
Yeah, no, don't say that one out loud.
Yeah. I mean, if you can nail all the accents, maybe it sounds different, but
No.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one either.
Well, it starts with a
I
Y.
find it hilarious how they discovered those two uniforms.
Yeah,
Evil
when
boss
someone started
SS
wandering around with it, that's perfect. You know, that's
not even
absolutely
that.
perfect.
They were wandering around, but they didn't see it until a bridge opening. Oh man.
Mm.
Well, somebody did it.
You know
They
what I
finally
didn't
found a way
expect
to
in
ruin Animal
2024?
Crossing for someone.
What I didn't
perfect.
what I didn't expect in 2024 was the return of Code Meant by Purple Eyes. He released another episode.
Cool.
What?
Did
I
you guys
can't
not watch
believe
Purple?
no one mentioned Pokemon when we're
Oh.
talking about animes that overstayed their welcome.
Oh yeah, Pokemon's a new anime now, and apparently it's getting okay. But honestly, I didn't like the original. Right? I don't know how
Look,
so many kids like Ash, but whatever, man. I just don't get
So
it.
the reason why we don't talk about Pokemon when it comes to animes that overstayed their welcome is because
Pokemon's a game that
Pokemon.
overstayed its welcome.
Well, yes, but it's
video
because
game.
Pokemon is aimed at an unchanging market according to Nintendo's decisions. And instead of making a series that aged up with the user base like they originally were doing, because that's literally what they were doing originally, is the game got more and more complicated as seasons went on, and then around Black and White they were like, wait, we want kids to buy this again. So
so we went back to
turned
kids.
around and made everything super simple and super easy and super dumb.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't respect them making everything super simple and super easy, but I do respect them saying this isn't for adults. We're staying as a kids
in the
game.
games.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love the new game just because you could play the entire thing co-op with 4 friends. It's actually kind of cool.
You can play hide and
But
seek.
as far as the anime goes, again, again, it was kind of like a whole mixed signals thing, because the games are aiming for an older audience for a while, but then the anime still wanted to recapture the exact same age group every single time, which is why they had it restart.
And the exact same ending, which really is kind of bullshit. Looking at you, Tobias, from Pokemon Diamond Pearl Platinum anime. You know,
that was
honestly,
stupid.
that was so bad. And
a man who you didn't see his full team, but he had 2 legendaries, and it's implied his entire team was fucking legendaries.
Well, it's actually worse than that.
How do we stop Ash from winning this time? Legendaries.
No, that's quite literally what happened.
Worse,
from what I read, is apparently they were gonna have Ash win originally, but then some executive was like, "But if Ash wins, that'll be bad. Make him lose." So they had
made
to.
Tobias.
Yeah, so they made Tobias like literally 2 episodes before that.
It's even funnier because they spend the entire anime kind of like drilling in how these like legendaries are such like massive force of nature that controlling them might actually be like an impossibility.
The fucking movies from that fucking anime period with Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina. Oh.
And
yeah, where they just killed Ash
movie.
again. Yeah, that was like solid.
Like the Mewtwo movie, the Lugia movie, like oh my god.
The Arceus movie.
Every time they put out a movie, it was this legendary is a force of nature. Even the goddamn unknown.
Yeah.
And then
fucking unknown were able to create whole fucking dimensions and shit.
Yeah, but that was what, like tens of thousands of unknown working at once, like a
It was a
hive mind.
swarm, yes.
Yeah.
And the other funniest thing was the fact that like this guy has them in Pokeballs. How many did he fucking throw?
Enough.
True.
1.
Yeah, but like honestly, I think the second Pokemon movie was peak. Like I don't think
the one
actually
where-
get better.
The
That's
one
the
where
movie I was
Mewtwo
right?
Strikes Back, is it?
No,
Mewtwo was the first
Pokemon
one, right?
2000
Oh, okay.
2000.
with Lugia.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah, the Smoothie Isles one. Fuck, I
And the
forgot that.
fact, that
It was
that
the
Lugia
best
was
one.
specifically built for this
Yeah.
movie. Like the guy who directed the movie made Lugia, and then they had to like add him to the fucking cover of Silver.
That I still laugh at that meme of the 3 legendary cats, beasts, whatever, going, "Ho-Oh, thank you for bringing us back." Lugia to the 3 birds. It's him! Get him!
Yeah.
Get that motherfucker.
But no, the reason why I personally consider Pokemon 2000 to be the peak movie is because they had a whole moment where shit got real,
Is that
right?
4?
Shit just
The
got
Celebi one
so
made me
real.
cry as a kid, man.
Shit was going wrong across the board. Lugia didn't have his epic moment fighting the birds to prevent the world from collapsing. You know, like, and everyone's like, "Oh fuck, what are we gonna do?" And Ash is like, "Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to run across this frozen ocean to try and make it to the islands in time." And then Team Rocket shows up, and you're like, "What the fuck are they doing?" And they're like, "Ash, get in." And he's like, What do you mean get in? They're like, we got a boat. We're gonna take you to the islands. We're gonna save the world. He's like, I thought you were the guys for the bad guys though. They're like, yeah, but we can't
We need
rule
a world.
the world if there's no world to rule. It's like, bruh.
Honestly, the episodes where Team Rocket was able to like be quote unquote good were some of the best.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't forget,
literally.
Team Rocket is competent
Yeah.
in everything that doesn't involve Ash.
Yeah, no,
Death Guard had
not
37.
only that, like it is ridiculous because every time they try to be good people, they end up being competent good people.
Yes.
Oh, not even that.
Like I still like the
They're-
early
bro,
Pokemon had like these
they're-
gems like where like
Oh,
I still
dude.
remember when Jesse went back home. No, like, so James went back home and Jesse went with him, and like you saw like James' upbringing and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, this is a good episode. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. 100%.
They're actually
Didn't
competent at
Jesse-
their job.
Didn't Jesse
The one
stand up for James?
season.
Yes.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Because they're the best couple. Period. In
No,
all of Pokemon, they're the
it's
best
like
couple.
so like James's backstory was so good because that era was the era of sad villains, right? Like every villain had some sort of fucking backstory that justifies them being evil. And it's like, what's James's backstory? Oh yeah, so his family was super rich. His parents they loved him, but they didn't
Ignored
really
everything
interact
he-
with him.
Yeah.
He had everything he wanted except for parental affection. And that didn't make him like turn to a life of crime or anything. He just had to run away from home because they were going to force him into a marriage with a person he hated, and so
was
he
abusive.
accepted. And it wasn't even like James was like, oh, trying to still be a highborn after running away from that life. He was like, all right, well, I ran away from being a noble. I'm fine with sleeping in the bushes, eating berries, and selling newspapers to get a decent meal one day.
And collecting bottle caps because the collections are worth something. I believe that's where he started actually the bottle cap collection.
James
Yeah,
and
bottle
Jesse
cap
were
collection,
Some of the
yeah.
hardest workers. Like they
Actually-
would learn skills in a flash.
Yeah, bro's just like, all right, well, this is my life now. I'm just going to accept it, not bitch about it, and try to make the best of it.
You know what I hate?
Make a
You know what I
killing
hate?
in mechanics.
James, with that backstory, should have eventually gotten to Growlithe. That Growlithe should have joined him on his adventures.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
That he loved.
But,
Because they loved each other.
But
Yeah.
I'm
That's how I
gonna be
feel about
honest.
They-
I think
They were
Pokemon
generally
movies-
competent at their job. Like
Pokemon
Yeah, yeah.
movies,
the one season
Mm-hmm.
they weren't chasing Pikachu.
They were an
Was
They were
that
actual
Alola?
terrifying.
Was
Yeah.
that
They were
Alola?
terrifying.
That was black and white.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're like,
black and white.
G-
Oh,
Giovanni's
they
like,
had
all right,
Zygarde,
I didn't-
right.
you
I
gotta
didn't
get you got
make
to
it
get
that
it done,
far.
guys. Leave the Pikachu
Alright.
alone for now. Which, by the way,
Yeah.
they're still chasing that Pikachu 12 years later, even though there are so many more Pokemon that are on the power scale.
Sir,
Common
sir,
sense would
they've-
say this
No.
Pikachu isn't worth it.
No, to
they've
be
seen that
fair,
Pikachu take down
To be
Legends.
fair,
They've seen that Pikachu
that
take
yeah,
down
that Pikachu
Legendaries.
has fought legendaries. It fought
as I
God.
said, no, as I said, they've seen what this one's capable of.
Yeah, it's like, why are you so obsessed with this Pikachu? And it's like, bro, why are we so obsessed with this Pikachu? This Pikachu fucking looked at God and said, bet.
Like,
Just like small jungle tribe that are protectors of a legendary. Why are you after the Pikachu? Our god's right there. They just point behind him. Pikachu is literally just one-shotting their god.
Yeah, it's like, bro.
Pikachu literally, like, every time he's even lost to a legendary, he gets up and goes like, "I didn't hear no fucking bell."
Yeah.
And
Pikachu
but
has
I will be
seen
honest.
everything.
How many of you guys have seen the Celebi movie?
I
Me.
have.
I
The
feel
one,
that was
the one
where-
that
Yeah.
also has
I think
the
I
dark balls
did, but
originally.
I don't-
Yeah, Dark
yeah,
Ball.
the
Yeah.
anything
one where
about
like
it.
the
Yep.
whole path.
Not
thing and,
originally,
like,
but he somehow got his hands on one after Mewtwo made them.
like that shit
Let's go
was.
continue.
Wait, that's from the first movie?
Yeah,
I-
he used that to capture Pokemon from their Pokeballs and then clone them. Those
Yep.
balls are originally
Um,
from the first movie.
I did not know
No,
that those were the same balls.
No,
in
they're
Cell
they're
movie.
not from the first movie. So
Oh.
no,
They're not. They're not.
the
Different?
they are the predecessor to the Dark Ball. The
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
Mewtwo used allowed him to capture Pokemon that were already captured, because normal Pokeballs don't have that function. The Dark Balls allowed you to capture a Pokemon that was already owned by someone else, but it also corrupted it with dark energy, causing it to
Pokemon
become
Coliseum
spiteful.
reference. Shadow Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought he
Thank
could only
you.
catch wild Pokemon. I don't remember that guy stealing anyone's caught Pokemon.
I think it was cloning, something like that. Because there was a
Like-
literal scene where like the normal Pokemon were up against the Shadow Pokemon.
That's Mewtwo.
No,
That's not
that's the
Celebi.
first movie.
That's Mewtwo.
That's
Yeah.
Mewtwo.
No, I'm talking about the first movie's Dark Balls. But
No,
like,
no, they don't clone. He scanned them in those Pokeballs. They would just could capture Pokemon that were already captured.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
But he
I'm
scanned them
not,
and
I'm not
cloned
like,
them.
like that entire like Celebi movie. I feel that's where like the movie, like the Pokemon movie things kind of peak. After
Nah,
that was like a maintained for a while, and then it just went down.
nah. I'm
No.
gonna say the first 10 movies were all pretty good, 9 to 10. But then after that, they started getting samey. But like from the black and white era onwards, I feel like is when it started to get samey.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, wait, the 10th, like that was
Yeah.
all the way till Darkrai. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, even like I think Zoroark is when they started going down.
Yeah.
And then it
Yeah.
was the Victini and Kyo.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Wasn't Zoroark the very last movie from Sinnoh because it was shown
Uh,
up in
you know what
first
I really
all black
liked?
and white?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
I really liked about the Pokemon movies is that they were just like, yeah, this is the cartoon, Pokemon, and we're having a happy, good, fun time here. By the way, real shit mode, people are dead, the city's about to explode, and the nuke is counting down! Ash, you must disarm it!
Oh,
It's
by
just
the way,
like,
Here's
Also,
the
in
love
some
of
of
God
these- in some of these
himself.
movies, here's an eldritch abomination that wouldn't look out of
Mhm.
place in a fucking
Yeah.
like dark fantasy story.
Also,
Anyone
Giratina.
remember Virus Groudon? Anyone remember Virus Groudon from the Jirachi movie?
Jirachi.
Oh dear
Holy
God.
shit.
yeah, the Jirachi
Yeah.
movie.
yeah.
That is all hell.
But like, you know, like the first couple Pokemon movies went like super hard. It's like, oh yeah, Mewtwo, the Mewtwo movie, Ash dies.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Ash,
just straight
you're
shit
nice,
dies.
though.
Yeah.
Second
Ash
movie, it's
Brown.
literally world's about to end without
Yeah.
Lugia, and he's
Yeah.
only at the last moment he saves the world.
Yeah,
Ash
Lugia's
Brown didn't
literally
work
about to
in the
die.
Madison
The world's gonna end, and then
The
movie
third one
3.
was also
Time. Time's about to be controlled by evil. It's like, oh, that's fucking.
Third was
Three,
the
bad.
no, three's
one-
unknown.
Three's
the
unknown.
Unknown and Entei.
Oh right, 3 was
And then
Entei.
Celebi was
Or
the fourth
was
one.
Time.
Three was
No.
crystals.
No,
Wait, wasn't
no, no,
three
no, no,
Latias?
no.
The first, no. I'm literally at the list right now. The third was Unknown, fourth was Celebi, fifth was Latios, sixth was
Oh.
Jirachi, seventh was
No,
Deoxys.
there's no way that
It's
That,
Literally
unknown.
looking at it, brother. I mean,
In
yeah,
the
no,
art.
but the Latios one was called Pokemon Forever.
No, that's
that was
Celebi.
That's
Before.
Celebi.
No, that's Celebi.
Then
Yeah,
what's the fifth
Celebi.
one
The
called?
Latios is
Pokemon
fine.
Heroes.
Latios and Latios.
Pokemon
Yeah.
Heroes.
Hold on a minute. I'm nipping this in the
Pokemon
bud.
Heroes.
It's right. Yeah. Then it was
Heroes,
Jirachi.
okay.
Then it was Deoxys.
Yep, Pokemon Hero.
Then it
Pokemon
was
Heroes is the fifth movie.
Lucario.
No, I
Then it
just posted the
was
list. You can like go check
Manaphy.
it.
No, I'm
Darkrai,
believe you.
Giratina, Arceus, and then Zoroark, and then it was all the black and white movies: Kyurem, Genesect,
I'm not gonna lie though.
That was
the
all lame.
The Lucario
Yeah.
one and the Lucario one was dog shit.
Everything
Lucario
from
was
black and white.
Excuse you.
I fucking hated it. I don't know why I hated it.
Wait, where's the movie for? Wasn't there also a movie where they found Mewtwo again, or Giovanni found Mewtwo on his
Yeah,
island?
I
with
know
the
exactly
Pokemon?
what you're talking
I'm
Isn't
trying to
that
look at that on
Genesect?
the list.
That's
no,
like
no, that was a different one.
Nah,
there's Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, right? That was the 2020.
Nah.
That's 2019. No, there was old. It was an older movie. Like that
nah,
was
yeah,
the
there was an
sequel.
older
to
movie. There was an older movie where after
Mewtwo
the first
Returns.
movie, Mewtwo Returns. That's it, but it's not on this list.
It was a special episode. It says on the wiki.
Ah,
it
it was
wasn't
only
a
an
proper
episode?
movie.
Ah,
Yeah.
I thought
I
it
don't
was
know how-
longer than a
it's
regular episode.
63
though,
minutes.
that's-
It's just
Yeah,
not
so it's
counted as a movie.
it's a movie length. That's stupid. It's a movie.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Destiny Deoxys is the one where Rayquaza shows up, because that one was bald.
That's the Oxus one. Destiny
That's
Deoxys.
Deoxys.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm mixed opinion about the Deoxys one. Rayquaza
Deox-
was baller, but Deoxys is kind of like the
But
whole thing
they
is like really
do-
fucking like
They actually brought it into the game in the remakes.
I had mixed
like, they gave,
opinions
like,
on that. Mostly because Emerald put the ceiling high for Rayquaza as like the ultimate fuck you.
Yeah.
yeah.
The
Also,
Lucario one doesn't make sense to me because there's just the 3 Reggies hanging around in that big tree for
Yeah,
no reason.
like
Pokemon has
Yeah.
kind of canonized throughout the anime, at least that there's multiple iterations of legendaries. Like there's at least
Yeah.
2 to 3
Yeah.
Suicunes running
No,
around.
well, no, there's of the trios there seems to be multiple, but there's only like 1 Giratina, 1 Palkia, 1 Dialga,
There's 2
Yeah.
Darkrai in the anime.
There's multiple Darkrai. There's multiple
and one
multiple
Darkrai.
Darkrai. Yeah, there's multiple
Well-
Darkrai. There's multiple Cresselia. But the problem is the Alola ones and the one after it where it had that kid Hop, I think, who kept capturing everything. Yeah, you had multiple fucking Groudon, multiple Kyogre. There's literally an Alola episode where Lana, the blue-haired chick, meets and befriends a Kyogre in the wild.
What?
Okay, but it's but like these Pokemon were more responsible for shaping continents and shit like that, and like I can sort of understand why there might be multiples of those.
But I don't understand why there's multiple Kyogres and Groudons. They literally do shape the world.
The entire thing is like I feel at some point they kind of lost the plot with that entire thing
They
because
did.
in the
Yeah.
early movies, the way they portrayed legendaries, those were legendaries. They made Entei into a fucking like menace in the third.
That wasn't even the real Entei.
Entei was
That
literally
wasn't
just a
even
raid
real
boss.
Entei.
That was the
I
unknown
was-
summoned Entei thing.
I
Yeah.
was recently playing Omega Ruby, and it's like that game had such quality for a 3DS
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
And it
Yeah.
also, and even for a 3DS, it captured
And
what
the
I could only feel is like the impending damage of like a uber power legendary going wild.
And I honestly feel that Delta episode could have been better just because Zinnia was such a weak sauce fucking trainer. It sucked so much. But the actual like thing, it's basically a recreation of the Rayquaza Deoxys thing, and that shit was cool as fuck, even on a 3DS.
It was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I think as time went on, like the quality of like legendaries being powerful and shit kind of went downhill. The games kind of capture it, I guess. 50-50, I'd say, depending on the game in question.
The last game, literally, the legendaries were just 2 dogs.
Well,
Yeah.
to an extent, yeah.
Were they
I kind of meant like,
meta-defining?
like the older ones.
Wrong. It was
you know
2
what? I
dogs,
hate
a
the par-
fish, Saber-tooth
fish.
tiger.
No,
I hate the
fishes and
paradox
tiger are
Pokemon.
for this, there for this
I
one,
hate
the
them
correct
too.
one.
Miraidon
Yeah,
and
like
Koraidon,
I
yeah.
sort of think like the
I'm not even
robot
talking about them. I'm
Pokemon
talking
are
about the
kind of
dogs
cool,
from the
but
British
like
area.
the
I think the
prehistoric
concept-
Pokemon were all lame.
I think the
Yeah.
concept of paradox Pokemon, just like they're not actual real entities that ever existed. They're just fan fiction made
No.
real.
Basically fan fiction.
No,
Yeah.
they do actually exist. The
There's
professor
never been
did go into
all the fossil Pokemon. There are no real records of them ever existing in like anything else.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
I believe it's kind of implied via
No,
like
in the-
just from
in
the wording
Gen
and
8
text that it's what they think they saw.
Yeah. Also
And then
in
they
Gen
started
8,
seeing more of it.
In Gen 8, they did more of that shit, by the way. Like in Gen 8, they got like these jumbled up fucking fossils, and they just made
Yeah.
like combinations of them, right? And they were like, okay,
Yeah.
this might have been the real one. This might have been
Oh
the real one.
god,
This might have been the
that
real one.
that was
Those-
so
that was
fucking
garbage.
dog
I'll be
shit.
honest
I
though, Gen
hated
8
that shit so
Yeah.
much.
So
in general was garbage.
Mhm.
Like
At least
again,
with
when I
paradox
said the 2
Pokemon-
dogs, legendaries, I was not meaning Crydon and Miraidon. Crydon and
Oh,
Miraidon's like
you meant the
very cool.
Zamazenta
I meant the
and
literal fucking
Zacian.
dogs.
and Sit Bootleg.
You
Yeah,
know
I
what
meant
the worst
literal
part?
fucking dogs.
You know what
Yeah.
the worst part about the Gen 8 fossil Pokemon are?
Mhm.
But
You can't
I've
make the actual
seen
ones
people-
put together.
No, I've seen people actually go into the fanfiction and write those Pokemon as unironically being Pokemon.
As if they're not genetic monstrosities created by amateurs.
Yeah. They completely did not understand the assignment, thought those were
Yeah.
legitimate Pokemon, and just added them in and had Ash catch.
You know what? This is why I like Flameclaw's newest story, where he actually does find a fossil of one of those, and then every single professor in the scientific community goes, "Wait, what the fuck have these people been doing to these Pokemon?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Also-
literally what they've been doing. They've been just shoving two
Yeah.
random fossils together. It's like,
But
And
no one
not-
else had proof that they were doing that, so.
And not only that, there's also the fact that like these Pokemon, like we've known since Gen 1 because of Porygon that artificial Pokemon can be created. So
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
fucking make whatever. Just pick up a rock and go like, oh, this was some kind of like prehistoric Geodude. What's it do? It is nuclear. You can do that. They have the capability of doing that. They just don't for some reason.
Pokemon Uranium.
Uh,
Yeah,
is a fun bit.
I think the key part of Pokemon is that it definitely overstayed its welcome with regurgitating more and more Pokemon with each. It's like what 100 new Pokemon every time a new season comes out.
give or take. Like,
And
I think it's like
also-
6
It's
years
gotten
ago.
less now, but that's also because they're
But
doing
by
a
the
lot
way,
more regionals.
You know,
Yeah,
like the
which
third
I think the
legendary-
regional idea is like 110% great. It's like I'm sorry
It
though,
allows them
there's
to
just so many
revisit.
fucking Pokemon. Like Black and White was the end of my Pokemon era. I just could not follow Pokemon anymore because there was just
Yeah,
too
it's
many.
understandable.
Like it wasn't
Yeah.
I was too old for it. It wasn't I don't like the plot anymore. There was just too many fucking Pokemon, and I just
Dude,
got
yeah.
so.
Dude, Sneaky,
like-
you know how bad it gets? You know how like every like 2 games there was a third game, and the third game legendary would generally be like the coolest looking of the 3, right?
The coolest of them. Yeah, they stopped it.
Have you
Yeah.
seen the no, now they do them DLC. So guess what the latest
Yeah,
DLC
it's
Ultra
so lame.
Legendary looks like? Guess what?
It's cool.
double battles everywhere. It's a school, and that's
No,
the
no, no.
turtle.
I'm talking about the
Yeah.
legendary. The actual
It's
DLC
every
was fun.
type.
Oh,
because-
the paradox? The paradox
Yeah,
one?
no, the turtle that when it terrestrializes is every type.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that
by
one,
the way,
yeah.
it's only every type for 1 move and 1 attack taken.
Yeah.
And it
I
looks
hate that.
corny as hell, brother. Like, and the one before this was a little cute
Monkey in a
little
mask.
ogre.
Little
It
monkey
was
ogre in a mask.
Oni.
Yeah,
Oni,
little
yeah.
I
Oni.
hate it.
And like they start like cutifying the legendaries, and I'm like, brother. I mean, let's see.
I-
With Ogrepon, at least the story they made around him was really fucking cute. So I was like, okay, I can live with that. But with this guy, did nothing, and he's dog shit.
Well, I mean, they've have cutified some, but then some of those 4 sealed legendaries or whatever,
Oh yeah, those
Um,
two, the treasures of ruin. Yeah, no, they're kind of
yeah.
cool. I like them.
those still look pretty good, even if there's one's a fish, one's a saber-toothed tiger, and one's a snail, and what's the last one again?
The deer.
What are we fucking Power Rangers?
Yeah,
Moose, yeah, sorry.
Yes.
basically.
Moose or deer, yeah. With like a bowl for
Their
Mhm.
effects are really cool. But like the major thing, the other thing is like when you got, let's say, like Rayquaza in your fucking game, right?
hmm
You ain't losing no more ever, right?
I
Could
think
you
part
say
of
the
the
same
problem
if you
with
had this
Pokemon-
motherfucker in your game?
the part of the problem with like Pokemon Legendaries, they set the ceiling for that. It's like they've done like the god
The
land
main
and
god,
sea
yeah.
shapers, so they can't do that again. They can't really do the same type of shit.
No,
So
like,
then they move to space time and then I guess alternate reality and then God.
see,
and
that,
then,
that's
like-
that's kind of weak sauce, right? Like, okay, they need to create a Pokemon that control. Like, this is the guy because of whom the Terrassa phenomenon happens, right? You could have
Hmm.
made him a fucking mountain ass motherfucker, like god tier the guy that can change any Pokemon's types. They made him a little fucking turtle.
Yeah, it's like that's kind of stupid. I'm just kind of more
That's
saying
kinda
like,
lame.
broad strokes of like
Mm.
what legendaries they can do. Like they've hit those concepts of like the 3 god dragons or whatever. So it's like what they can't. I don't think they can really do higher tier power levels like that without
Mm.
overlapping. And I don't think they're
Eterna-
going to do that.
You know
Too
what?
much.
Actually, I'll give Gen 8 this. Eternatus was a badass looking fucking last boss.
Well,
Okay,
he
yeah,
was a
that's fair.
hand.
It was a
He
fucking hand.
What do you call it?
Yeah.
It was a hand.
No, it wasn't Eternatus also a dragon? Or-
That's when
It
you
was
capture him. When
its
he's
full
fighting, he's a
power was a
hand.
giant hand.
I meant like in general a good design, not just the battle.
Also,
Yeah, the
so
depowered
speaking
one
of this,
looks kind of
the
neat.
other thing about the DLC is the fact that like just the side Pokemon you can capture looked and had lore / a storyline much cooler than the
Mm.
fucking actual legendary. Like Ursula
Mhm.
Blood Moon, right? Absolute baller Pokemon.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, Blood Moon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
that's
it's like
actually kind of neat because that's like the
Yeah.
sole living Ursaluna
Yeah.
left,
yeah,
and it's just mutated over time.
Yeah.
And now
That-
it uses special attack instead of physical, and that's it.
Yeah, like that was a
It still needs
Pokemon. It
context.
existed in the fucking past, and
Yeah.
over time, the only one that's still alive has gone mad, and also lives because it has become more of a mystical being rather than well.
Oh, hey, it's
Physical.
fucking chaos corrupted.
Yeah.
It's just old. That's literally it. It's like
On the
it's
other
just old
hand,
and
the
changed.
ancient Hisui and Growlithe just exists, and
I
some
mean,
weird
there's
chick who take
Yeah.
pictures around with
The
one.
Quillfish is still alive too. It's you can
Yeah.
apparently you can catch it in the
Yeah.
fucking Blueberry Academy. So it's
Yeah.
like it's still around.
Along with
It's
Hisui and Zoroark somehow.
I mean, yeah, maybe, but we haven't seen it. Like Quillfish, Growlithe, technically Cleavor are still around.
Like, again,
No one's
some
ever-
species
Cleavor
existed.
requires an ore, so that's not exactly special. But
Yeah.
Also, wait, could Cleavor only be evolved in Arceus? That's what I
no,
remember.
it is tied to a specific ore that
Yeah.
you could only get in game.
In
In
Hisui.
the DLC, you can apparently find it spawn in a certain area where
Oh,
a
yeah,
giant
so you
ore
can.
is.
'Cause I just
Yeah.
brought my Cleavor over from Arceus, so
Yeah, Cleavor's ore based, so not
I just
region
like it's
based.
just my only problem with Cleavor is just such a fucking massive downgrade from Scizor. Scizor's one of my favorite of all time. So
I think it's
take-
knowledge.
A
and it's-
different tale of Ash Ketchum. Rated M
Brother.
to be safe. Pairings
Okay,
are Ash
Ash Ketchum.
times female Lucario times female
No, no.
Anthro Ninetales times
You're
female
reading wrong.
Gardevoir times female Blaziken.
It's female Lucario.
Lucario!
There's no R in there, brother. He didn't even get this title right. He didn't give it. He didn't get like 10 words into this before fucking.
Pokemon who were abandoned by their trainers are just being given to Ash, a 14-year-old who is starting his journey. Can he get them to trust him and become close
Rated
friends
M, by
on his
the way.
quest? Yeah, they're all
No.
gonna have sex.
He's 14.
Okay,
He's a rated
I'm
M.
really confused by this one. Who the fuck gives up a Ninetales, a Gardevoir, a Blaziken, or a Lucario?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, apparently the reason why they all fuck is because when he was starting out his Pokemon journey, someone was
They were all
like,
given
hey,
to him.
this Ninetales, this Anthro Ninetales, this
Essentially,
female
no, I think
Lucario,
this is-
Gardevoir, and
yeah.
Blaziken with giant boobs and ass. Yeah, they were all given up. They were all abandoned.
Non-furries.
They were his
One furry.
sons, and
I-
he's not allowed.
They were
he's not allowed
abandoned,
his son to
and
be a furry.
and Professor Oak just went, "Hey, you want these abandoned female Pokemon that are horny for humans?"
Yeah, it's just like I'm sorry, but like, how does this story have 3,500 fucking favorites, 44 chapters, and
People are
763,000 words?
Because
People are
Pokemon is one of the
degenerate.
most Pokemon specifically fans are some of the most degenerate with how much they
Oh,
want to
yeah.
fuck Pokemon.
Like the only people I feel
I've never
sexualize
I've
kids-
never understood that whole thing.
The only people who sexualize kids more than Pokemon fans probably My Hero Academia fans, and it's like close.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean, there's also signs
mean,
that that's
to be
that they're
to be
doing.
fair, that's because as soon as Gen 4 came out and we got Cynthia, all of the fucking Pokemon fans went through puberty.
That's true, yeah. My favorite thing was
Yeah.
they just gave like multiple Cynthias in the fucking like Legends Arceus thing. I'm like, oh, thanks. We got male Cynthia, old Cynthia.
Yeah. Yeah, technically, that's the ancestor bullshit, but we don't know the full details. Like either
Now,
ancestry or reincarnation bullshit.
Now,
Cynthia.
so as much as I don't like anything past well, starting at Black and White, I will say that I really did appreciate the Sun and Moon, I believe it was, where
Mhm.
the bad guys were just the local punks, and they were just
Yeah.
there to have fun and be
Oh, yeah.
nuisances.
But they weren't even
Yeah.
the only bad guys though. The actual bad
Team
guys
Skull.
were the Aether guys. Team Skull was
Yeah.
just like there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the bad guys was the MILF who summoned the devil, who then fused with the Pokemon that was carried around by Lily all the time.
And
Yeah.
there's also like that, like the thing is like Ultra Sun Ultra Moon had like a better endgame just because they were like, hey, Giovanni used the Ultra Wormhole to summon every fucking villain from the older generations, who
And they all have
succeeded in
their-
their timeline.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And he not only that, but he beat
them.
He beat them all down and made them serve him.
He did have a Mega Mewtwo Y, so yes.
Yeah, and then everyone's in suits, and then there's just Getsus. I love that meme as well.
Yeah.
Looks like Kefka.
Oh my god. Look, Getsu's team just goes so fucking hard. Although the one really cool thing with this latest
Bruh.
generation was that the entire
What
like
the
post-game
fuck?
music.
What
Why
happened?
does Zekrom look like he hits the gym?
He probably does.
Oh,
honestly.
he does. And Reshiram only does leg day.
Yeah,
Well,
Reshiram literally only does leg day. Meanwhile, Zekrom's over here hitting the gym.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there's Kyurem, who gets protein by eating humans. Literally,
Yeah.
canonically eats and kills humans.
Dude,
He
I
does?
just like
Amazing.
I had,
Yeah,
like, this,
that's lore. That's lore in 5.
I just had this mental flash, dude. Like you know the fucking generation X and Y.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have never
Most
seen.
forgettable.
Yeah, I've never seen a worse villain and villain team than that.
Oh yeah,
fucking
that's kind of
generation.
where they went
Oh
down.
I've
yeah,
never-
well no,
literally-
now to be fair, very on brand for the French.
Yes.
Also,
Fair.
Along with
Gen- Gen
along with
8
the fact that their Elite Fours have only 4 Pokemon and only 3 moves. Some of them.
What?
Yeah.
Also, like
Some of the
no,
Elite Four in X and Y don't have a full
that's-
move set.
Yeah, they don't have full move
That
sets.
is-
Yeah.
You have to be shitting me. They
No,
No.
they literally do not have full move sets. 3
Oh
moves.
my fucking god! I did not know that till now. That
and
is
it's,
sad.
it's not just that generation. There are more generations like that.
Yeah.
May I point out.
Yeah.
I never really looked into the moves, like the moves. I usually just
Sun-
fight them.
I think the original Sun and Moon also did that, but Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon fixed that. maybe?
Ultra Sun gave the game like
Gen
a proper
5
end
Gen
game.
5 only had 4 Pokemon as well, I think, or 5, and then they got full teams when you rematch them, but that was still kind of shit. They should have had full teams from the start.
He's a L'Oreal E4. It's Lorelei, you fucking
Fuck off.
L'Oreal. E4
Lore-
Pokemon Slash.
Lorelei.
Yeah.
I love the fact that if
That's
you
what
beat
it
her
was, yeah.
200 times. I love the fact if
Oh,
you
yeah,
beat
that-
her 200 times, she gets 20 plushies in her house on the Sevi Islands.
Yeah,
I
no, that's
remember
what I was
that.
about to say in Fire Red Leaf Green. That was possibly the best shit ever. Is the Elite Four actually gets harder every time you
Yeah.
beat them, and if you
really?
still beat them
Mm,
Oh, they get
184
harder
times,
once. They get
No,
harder
I
just
think
once.
there's cap.
just
No,
once.
I think there's caps. If you, it's only once, but if you beat them 184 times, you get plushies. It doesn't get harder.
Yeah, like there's only like the
Okay.
match and the rematch teams, but like yeah,
Yeah.
beating them
Yeah.
that many times is a fucking thing in itself.
That-
to be honest.
But yeah, no, but still, point being though is if you beat them 184 times, L'Oreal has like 20 plushies in her fucking house, and it's like, bro.
Every time you beat her
Yeah.
5 times or something, she goes and gets a new plushie because she feels so bad about losing.
Yeah, it's
She's
just
like,
like,
"Oh,
bro,
that's
yeah.
fantastic,
Some
dude."
fucking 12-year-old just rolled up on you, and then he's
Five
the
times?
champion now. It's like, all right, yeah, sure, fine, whatever. And he's like, hey, rematch time. And you're like, yeah, I've trained harder. Fucking flattens you again. It's like, oh, okay. And he's like, all right,
3 more times.
you know what today is? It's today ending in Y. You know what that means? Rematch time. And
Please,
bro
Red,
just
no.
fucking... Yeah, bro just beats you like a drum for half a year straight, day
Bro
after
used
day
one
after
Pokemon.
day.
She literally buries herself in those plushies and cries. There is nothing
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of funny.
Champion's authority. Gotta make
I'm
sure the
not-
Elite Four is up to snuff.
Yeah.
Bruno, you better evolve those goddamn Onyxes when I come back next time.
Like the funniest shit is though, like somehow of all the champions, like there's this guy who ran like simulation battles between like all the all the like major trainers in the fucking games, and I think like some of the strongest teams, like Cynthia didn't even make it into the top 5, weirdly enough, but both
Yeah.
Red and fucking
And
Blue
Blue.
did.
Lance didn't even
Yeah.
make top 100, I'm
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
sure.
Lance, like no, Lance just like every time he just like a sniff of an ice type or a fairy type, game over.
Lightning as well, electric as well. Most
Yeah,
electric trainers bodied him.
yeah. Fun Voltner bodied him repeatedly.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You know, I don't think anything will ever top what Twitch Plays Pokemon did with the first 2 games.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where-
yeah. Air Jordan,
Where we
Bird
had to go
Jesus,
fight-
oh.
We had to go fight the
ATV?
winning team from the first game.
Yeah.
Oh
As
boy.
red.
That
The
was so
all-terrain
good.
Venomoth. The all-terrain Venomoth clutching the lance
ATV.
fight because of Gen 1 mechanics making him use agility.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, those were
Yeah.
the times.
In the
Those
fucking
were the
peak.
Dragon Skin is Dragon Skin is still Terran.
Oh, Air Jordan the Lapras, the king. Oh, the nostalgia.
My
That
fucking
shit
God,
was
dude.
so
That was
good.
an era, dude. Honestly,
That
I think
shit
in
was so
all
good.
in
14
all fuck
polka dolls,
Pokemon
apparently.
games, I
Yeah,
don't think I've
14.
ever been jump scared as hard as the first time as a kid while playing Crystal. I ended up at the top of Mount Silver and I was like, oh, that's
Who's this?
synthesized piano. Like those notes are seared in
Yeah.
my memory. Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun,
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 dun, dun,
What
dun.
the
You're in
fear?
danger.
Yeah, and it's
The
just
fear of
fucking
seeing
red,
level
and it's like,
81
oh
Pikachu
shit.
right now.
You're in danger. It's like,
I'm in
alright, the
danger.
music's pretty the music's badass. How bad can this be? 81 Pikachu. What?
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Level
Like, oh.
81 Pikachu.
I do
Yeah.
love that they kind of
Understand.
did that with Cynthia in Gen 5, where it's like just randomly she's in a
Oh,
house,
you
it's
walk
like
into a fucking room.
dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, you just
I
walk
will
through the
say,
door and then the piano plays.
Speaking of music, fucking Guzma's theme.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
It has a solid
Okay,
beat.
so, you know the guy
Yeah.
who made Undertale?
Yeah, Toby Fox.
Yeah,
Toby
Toby
Fox.
He
Fox.
did the music for the entirety of Area Zero in Pokemon, the latest generation. And the theme he
Oh,
made
yeah.
from the final boss in there, so fucking good.
Yeah.
Wasn't a fan personally.
No, I think it was good. I only heard a bit of it because I was on the train, so I only put it up a bit, the volume up, so to listen to it for a bit. But it was good from what I heard.
Oh, it is
I'll give
really fun. Like the Area Zero, like the music is completely changing. You're like,
wait,
oh,
I think. Wait, did you play Scarlet or Violet?
I played Scarlet.
Same. So I thought it was really good, Scarlet. I don't know about the Violet one, but I know it's
Same,
more
the same,
techno
the same.
futuristic, isn't it?
Like,
Oh,
it,
I know.
it's
Same?
no, the way it works is basically the same song, but it kind of cycles
Ah.
through them. So it goes through
Yeah.
like whatever version you had first, that part plays, and then the second part plays, and then it starts looping. And it's
Yeah,
it's
so I
really
only
fun.
heard the first part. 'cause I turned it up when I
Pokemon
started.
reborn as a Trapinch. I was normal day when I suddenly died and was reborn as a Trapinch.
Also,
Damn. Good luck with
the
that
fact-
mindset, bitch. Damn,
Yeah.
good luck with that mindset, bitch.
Also, the fact that like the
Could be a worse
entirety of the
Pokemon.
story, the story of Scarlet and Violet is so dog shit, and then you get to
Yeah.
Area Zero, and you're like, oh, that's a corpse. Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah.
fucking good.
On the other hand, the Team Star the characters were fun, especially Team Star ones.
Yeah, Team Stars were like that was like a pretty cool like concept. Like I'm not gonna
It
lie.
felt, the problem is though, Team Star and the Herba Mysticas feel like side quests, but the
Yeah.
Herba Mystica is basically a requirement to actually get to the gyms, so it's not really a side quest.
No, wait. Which gym do you need the Herba Mystica for?
You need the
you
Herba
unlock-
Mystica. You need them to unlock Fly, Rock Climb,
Yeah, but then
go in.
like
You can't
no,
get
know-
to all the gyms. You can't get to all the gyms without some of the Herba Mysticas, because it also gives you a higher or
Oh
a
yeah,
double
like
jump.
every now and then you need not
You need
no,
it.
but the thing is like so this is the order I went through the gyms. I went to the second gym, the
Mhm.
sixth gym, eighth gym, and then I covered the rest of them backwards.
Doesn't the 7th gym, the psychic one, need the climbing though,
I don't think
or the
so.
higher jump, or the
No,
higher
no,
jump
no.
at minimum?
The psychic one, you can just come from the other side.
What about the 8th one? Don't
No,
wait.
I think you mean the ghost one.
No,
Ghost?
like the one you're
Oh.
talking the eighth one is the ice one, and I like literally I was trying to capture like the pseudo, like the baby form of it, and I just found my way there.
Ah. No,
You just
I
go
swear
up
there was
to
a
a
gym
cave.
that you needed something for.
You
There's
actually do
the
not.
there's
You
the
can
ghost
get
gym.
to
You have to probably
I
climb
think
up through a cave.
no, none of the
No.
cities. No, that's something they did very well with the map. None of the cities are inaccessible, even if you don't have any Herba Mystica. It's just
Uh-huh.
that they will not allow you to go into Area Zero without them.
Ah. And you
Hmm.
need to do the Team Star ones as well to get to Area 0, right?
Yep, you need to finish that up because you bring the character with you, right? That's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although
That's
I
still
must
kind of
say,
stupid.
the fucking final like enemy of the teams was like the most like everybody is so fucking boring. Like what's your team? It's every evolution. Okay, that's great. Most of them get wiped out by a single fairy type.
Wait, which one's this?
It was Penny, right? Like her entire team was just at like.
Oh yeah, evolutions. Yeah,
Literally, all six
6
of them could not
evolutions.
make it past. They could not make it past my huge power Azumarill, which was 2 levels below them.
I think she doesn't. I think I swept her with Annihilate, actually.
Yeah, like all I did was belly drum first turn, and like just if they're like strong against fairy, then I'll use Aqua Jet. Otherwise, I'll use Player Rough, and I win.
Yeah. To be fair,
Oh my
Flavel,
god,
or
we're
whatever
so
cried,
reading this. We're so reading
Oh
this.
no.
The
Oh
headmaster
no,
was.
what did you find?
The
We're
headmaster
so
was-
reading it. We're bored as Trapinch. No, this is bad. This is bad.
I saw that summary and just went, "This is definitely."
I
gonna
was
be
having
red.
normal day when I died. I found myself in Black Void, but soon I felt instinct to break free wherever I was. Without thinking, I began pushing and flailing about, not even noticing the changes happening to my body. I heard crack and kept going. This struggle continued for what felt like minutes until finally I heard loud crack and light burst through. Disoriented, I squeezed my eyes shut, the light overwhelming me. Then I heard young male voice say, "Oh wow, what Pokemon is that?" "That's a Trapinch," said older motherly voice. "Wait, Trapinch, as in Pokemon Trapinch. I used to play Pokemon Emerald all of the time when I was young. I had Flygon on my team during reruns. Flygon was my favorite Pokemon. I even took to tournament one time, only to get swept by better Pokemon. I knew everything about Trapinch, its level up moves, and its breeding moves. I loved the entire Flygon line." "That's quite a good Pokemon for your future,
yes.
son," the motherly voice added. "Why are these people talking about Pokemon as if they are real? Where am I? Did I survive the accident? Am I in hospital? Why can I hear them so clearly?" I opened my eyes slowly, only to be shocked by the size of everything around me. Everything looked gigantic. It's like, I'm sorry, bro. It's like, am I alive? Why are there
When
people
you said you're
standing around?
dead,
Yeah, well, why are there people around me talking about Trapinch in the hospital? Oh, God. Only to be shocked by the sheer size of everything around me. Everything was gigantic. It looked like I stepped into a world made for giants, and then I realized the 3 gigantic figures were staring directly at me. Wait, these aren't giants. They are normal-sized people. That means I am the small one. I panicked, trying to back away but stumbling over something. Why did it feel like I was walking on 4 legs?
because you are.
I'm sorry.
Newsflash.
I feel, you know, just, I feel like you would kind of really notice that really quickly.
If you want
Stop
to do
Arms
the
are
reborn as
really
a
different from
Pokemon,
legs.
Yes.
if you want to do the reborn as a Pokemon, Mystery Dungeon.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
But I think that's why like these reborns of Pokemon like fix are as popular as they are, because there are a lot of popular ones. Because everybody was like, "Yeah, man, I wish I could be a Pokemon instead of working at a Walmart." So yeah.
Oh, yeah. I glanced down, noticing orange color beneath me. Wait, no, how? No, that's. You're a Trapinch!
You're a
Your
Trapinch.
eyes!
On the side of
You
your
can't
head.
fucking see shit! You don't got eyes, bro! You got one directional tubes of light sensing.
Mm-hmm.
You may be able to see your back foot, and that's a very, very if.
You've got
Yeah, it's like,
a
I'm
head.
sorry, but like,
Eyes of a watermelon in the way of your sight.
yeah, I don't think you looking down anytime soon there, boy.
What are you twisting in your head 180 degrees like a
Yeah,
fucking owl?
Bro's snapping his neck. He's getting that isekai in early.
Trapinch do that? Like look straight up.
What neck?
No, they're
Yeah, it's
literally
a
a
head and
beetle.
It can only
body.
tilt. It can only tilt its head up. It can't look up.
Oh, okay, not yeah.
Trapinch are literally just ants.
Oh, yeah, they've got like horse vision as well, like no center, that kind of shit.
Yeah, they got no center in front of them. Yeah.
They turn into it goes from
It's a
ants to
goddamn
like
antlion.
dragonfly to what again?
It's an
Creature.
antlion. Durant
Yeah.
is the ant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Kevin Durant.
It also has a tiny neck.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Those eyes aren't moving. I
Mm.
was like, you're not looking down. Like you can slam your fucking face into the ground. You're still not seeing your legs.
Yeah, trapinch
might
has
be
got
able
some
to
sort of
tilt-
vibration sense. It has to be able to see sense underground and sense shit.
I would love that, but it gets up, it looks like it has a diaper.
Never say these words again.
That's a little baby.
No.
Silence immediately.
Why does my vision seem so wide? I
Uh-huh,
looked around
wonder
again at
why.
orange thing. I could see my legs. Suddenly, child reached down and picked me up. It's okay, little trapinch. Wait, I'm the trapinch.
Oh, goodness.
Damn, it took you that long to figure it out. People are calling you a trapinch or looking at a trapinch. They're saying trapinch. And you're like, wait,
I mean,
guys.
this sounds like about the average intelligence for a trapinch.
I might be a trapinch.
I
He's
might
trapped.
be
He's trapped in the body of a trapinch.
Oh,
might
Lordy
be-
trapping.
a
Please
mentally
never say
deficient
these words.
Bro's
trapinch.
yeah, average intelligence trapinch.
He has entered the cycles of trapinch. It's like the cycle of guilt, but worse.
He is trapped in the inch of trapinch.
Lower than fucking room temperature IQ ass motherfucker.
That's just the
Panic
average
welled
trap.
up inside me, but before I could react, I heard a voice in my head say, "It okay, young one, you died, but I given you second chance at life along with gifts." A flood of information filled my mind, overwhelming me. It was too much for small trapinch brain to process.
I don't think it's a trapinch brain that's small in the
I
problem.
don't think it's a trapinch brain cause the problem. I blacked out, causing my vision to fade to black. Oh, wow. Yeah, I picked up on that when you said you blacked out.
Yes, don't worry about it.
When I woke up, I was alone in a bed. I decided to check the information I was given. The first thing that came to mind was my movesets. I knew Astonish and Sand Attack, but no, I also had Bug Bite, Feint, First Impression, Flail, Fury Cutter, Gust, and Quick Attack. Those were all of Trapinch's eggs moves. Why do I know every Trapinch egg move? How do I know every Trapinch egg move? I thought back to the voice. The voice said I was given gifts.
Does this thing does this author really expect us to believe that they've gone so autistic that in just their regular day life they have completely memorized Trapinch's moveset?
I mean,
Yes.
I mean, compared to Pokemon players.
I believe it.
They should have Trapinch. There are other Pokemon.
Yes.
If you're looking at
Oh, yeah.
Flygon, you will understand what Trapinch learns, especially
Yeah.
if you're reading Flygon.
Yeah, but I still feel like that after dying, there'd be more things on their mind. Like, I feel like it should have been a gradual realization of what they could do.
Understandable.
Yeah, but
On the other hand, I don't think this person would improve even if we told them what was wrong with every single part of their fix. So.
Oh please, that's
Yeah.
like 99% of all authors. Come on.
obviously. The moves felt instinctual. Like I know how to perform the moves.
That's
yes.
almost like it's what instinctual means.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's almost like that's what that means.
So it's like, how hard is it to use tackle?
I
I'm
started
going
wondering.
to full body charge.
Well, no.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon has told us there's a difference between just tackling and using the move tackle.
Yeah, there's an energy involved in the move
Yeah.
tackle. What else do I have? What other gifts do I have? What about my nature? Does that exist in this world?
Don't you decide that?
That's
I really hate it when Pokemon stories are like, oh, this is a boisterous
modest.
Pikachu, that means he's got bonus to special attack. Nice. It's like,
That's
bro,
just a
no,
game
that's not.
mechanic.
Yeah,
See, there
that's
was
pure
a
game
story
mechanic.
that I saw do that really well, where like not exactly natures, but like EV training. They basically went like, okay, so I want my Pokemon to get faster. I know that if they kill a Pidgey, they get 2 speed EVs. How does this work in real life? Okay, so Tyranitar, try to catch an EV without killing it repeatedly, and by the time it did catch, it had to get super fucking fast for it. So effort value.
It's just
effort rewarded.
training.
Yep, but that's the
It's
thing.
called
It's
training,
effort
yeah.
value. But the thing
No,
is,
it's called training. Humans have that in real life as well.
yes,
It doesn't become EVs. That's just a game mechanic for
that was the way
this
he
is
fucking
training.
rationalizes.
Just
what
like
I'm
how
saying, right?
Ivy's is literally just breeding and eugenics. It's not. It's a
Yeah,
game
IVs
mechanic,
is
but it's
just
a thing
straight
that
up
can.
eugenics.
That's the thing. EV and IV, they're game mechanics.
Yeah.
You don't bring those into the actual story
Mm.
because it's stupid.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
you do is say, hey, I trained this Pokemon and in order to make them faster. Or I did this by doing X. I did this by feeding them Y. Hey,
I tied
etc.
rocks to my Pokemon's tail and now can use a steel type move.
I don't think that is.
That's not how that works.
I know.
But
That's
I
what
guess
how
like if you
fanfiction.
rationalize,
That's how fic artists think it works, because that's
See,
what I
things are-
keep fucking seeing.
a matter of like, to some extent, I could see it. Like, oh yeah, dude, his tail's like.
No,
like
so
fucking
people
muffled as shit
people
now.
forgot how Ash actually taught Iron Tail to Pikachu. So all they do is tie rocks to your tail and swing a lot, and you'll eventually learn Iron Tail naturally. And that's what is
Bro.
written in every fucking fic.
I guess like bro just got like better muscles, so tail harder.
Yeah. Then it should make a
Pikachu
fighting type
secretly,
tail move.
Pikachu secretly a fucking Saiyan Pikachu. That's why he's so different.
It wouldn't
Pikachu
surprise me.
uses Brick Break.
It has its ultimate move, the pointed itself.
To be fair, it even made a Swallow go Super Saiyan in the Hoenn anime. So yeah, I can believe it.
Anyway.
Oh, no.
Anyway.
Anyway.
What about my abilities? I know that Trapinch gets sheer force, but it loses it upon evolving. Speaking of evolving, what does evolving feel like? Do abilities even exist here? Well, I mean, again, abilities aren't fucking abilities. Abilities are descriptors of a Pokemon's attributes. A Trapinch has a trap jaw.
It
So,
has
arena
Hyper
traps.
Cutter and Arena Trap.
And if
Yeah.
it learns to use its other
Its ability is because it's an antlion, and stuff gets sucked into the hole with it. Therefore, that's its Arena Trap. You have to actually force that to be a thing. That's why a Trapinch is the antlion.
Talk as
Right,
much
but
about
it's
any
like
other pick in the
because you
history.
And
talk
the
over me.
Hypercutter is probably for the carapace that it probably has, looking like a bug type.
Yeah, but it's like the thing is like the abilities in Pokemon, more or less, are just attributes that can't be categorized anywhere else that would affect how the Pokemon interacts with everything else. Like this
Which is
Pokemon's known for having a
why-
strong jaw, so it has the attribute strong jaw, which means its bite
Yes.
attacks does more damage. It's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And then there's Pikachu in the anime having both lightning rod and static, which is because Pikachus attract lightning with their tails, and then their electricity in their bodies paralyze people. It's not because it's an ability; it's just how they are.
Yeah. Yeah, and, like ability just describes its attributes.
Yeah,
And
it
like, I
looks
hate
basic
I hate
anime.
this shit so fucking much. Oh my god. I see it in so many Pokemon fics these days of like, oh man, I only got a Trapinch with only sheer force. I was trying to hope for a Trapinch with Hyper Cutter. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, you
in
don't
like an anime
understand.
type of universe, I think like just you should just have all the abilities of a Pokemon. But then
Yeah,
some
it would-
abilities are a bit out there, like for example, Battle Bond, I guess, which you have to train for, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
he's friendly with his
And
like
there's
trainer,
also
so like he's
like
gonna do stuff like that.
abilities, which are like really weird traits and shit.
Yeah.
Like a
Like
hidden
hidden
one.
ability descriptor might require specific training.
Yeah, like a hidden ability would require specific training or something like that. Yeah, 100%. But like, I'm just so fucking tired of natures and abilities showing up in the fan fiction as like some sort of game mechanic bullshit.
Yeah,
Like,
and then
most
there's
of the
no
games
game
can be
mechanics in the
thing,
fic, so like,
Yeah, there's no
why?
game mechanics in the fic. It just shows up as one. It's just like, oh, bro. Now, like I said, I liked Dastardly Desires, where it's like, yeah, huge power is just like, yeah, it's super fucking muscular. So I'm gonna try and take this like isolated genetic. Yeah, good shit.
I read that recently. Which one was it? I've been on a Pokemon like
Dastardly Desire by Flameclaw.
Didn't he originally made Villainous Ventures, wasn't it? Or is that the new
Oh
remake?
yeah. That's the one where he just like starts off like he's in just like this cavern, has like backstory. He's like, I'm gonna make a fucking weird ass combination Pokemon.
Yeah.
Crazy ass. Yeah.
And he also seems to be using Zinnia and Courtney a lot, which I actually do like.
Yeah. It was, fuck, that's what I remember.
That's the most evil trainer, the buffed up Wobbuffet Sponge being boosted by Baton Pass, Swords Dance, and Speed Boost.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was running around the arena with muscles, making the sheer momentum he was moving with hit the enemy with counter and mirror coat.
He only used counter, but every time he smashed into a wall, he countered that and then got sent flying.
That's a fucking parry the ground ass motherfucking logic, but I guess.
He moved so fast
game
that
mechanics, it should be doable.
Yeah. Then they added it that it was going to be a gay pairing no matter what because the author's gay, and I lost interest.
I just lost interest the
there
moment, like,
was
for some
nothing
reason.
in there.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Wait. I thought he was just
Most
going for
evil
the
trainer.
lollies.
No, that was during the training arc where he's training with the guy who in the games.
Oh, the most evil trainer. Okay.
Yeah.
You're talking about the other. Okay, different story. Okay.
Yeah, we're talking about the Wobbuffet one. That's what happened in Wobbuffet.
Right. Yeah.
Dastardly
No.
Desires
I
and
remember the
Villainous
most evil trainer where he does a whole bunch of really cheese strats from the meta. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
and
something like
everyone,
Pokemon
and because he's in fantasy France, everyone hates it, but other regions is like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and then the author announced that the main character would be gay because he's gay, and I stopped reading the story. Right.
Yeah, same.
And
During
there
the training
was
arc.
no actual thing that I saw. I read the entire damn thing. Didn't see the gay anywhere in there.
I mean, people see what they want to see, brother.
Anyway.
So no
what else
sexual
about
stuff.
my past
Got it.
life? I can barely recall anything significant. I remember having parents. I had a job. I can recall basic memories, but my name even escapes me. However, I remember everything about Pokemon. I was huge Pokemon nerd growing up. I think Scarlet and Violet just came out and I was planning on buying them. Wow, you're fucking gonna pog on Reddit, aren't you?
Yeah.
Please never say that again.
No.
Too late. You can't stop him.
It is
You
now
can't stop
on
the
the internet
poggening.
forever.
You can't stop the poggening.
You're gonna go soy face on Reddit, Aura, about this?
You gotta go make a soy jack with you as the chat and him as.
Why do you
See,
speak?
on this meme here, I drew myself as Chad and you as the pog face soy jack.
If I did that, I'm pretty sure Sneaky would roast me into oblivion.
I would.
As he should.
Anyone who
It's
does that
scary.
unironically.
It's scary how little I remember, but I guess it helps me adapt to this new life. What about held items? Do they exist in the world? Bro, fucking,
Yes.
what do you think? Like, held items, it's just like, oh my god, I hate this shit so fucking much!
Okay, so here's a question. What was the lore behind fucking leftovers? Is it just like trash? That just
Yeah.
generating?
It is leftover food. That's it.
But like, why does it work?
It doesn't. It doesn't.
It's a game
in,
item.
It's a
That's what
game
I'm asking.
item.
Is it in the fucking animes like this? Whether it
No,
like
No.
there is no.
The anime-
there's none
The
of it.
anime has 0 held items.
I see. No, there was
Yeah.
a light orb.
I've seen them in the manga, but that's very
The manga
it-
is wild.
Yeah.
because it's
The
weird.
manga's-
It combines game mechanics, it combines out of context shit or whatever. It's weird.
And then it
Manga just
makes
kills
up.
people.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Manga
Yeah.
goes lol, lamau even.
It has like fucking levels. It has like held items. Like I remember there being a Septile eating a leftovers in one of the panels.
I thought you said you had hell divers for some reason.
Yeah. You know, they had a
Yeah,
minor
Pokemon have Helldiver.
crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poke divers.
You see, the automatons came and tried to steal all the Porygons, so Helldivers dropped into the Pokemon world to kill all the automatons.
To
You know,
add
instead of-
freedom.
Yeah.
Instead of all those insects, it's just those angry ass parasects from Arceus.
Oh, the Parasects that, yeah,
The
Parasects use
Parasects.
spores to spread itself.
Those things are angry little fuckers. Like holy shit.
You got
It's the
God? I'm
fungus.
sorry. You might have God, but I'm a Paris.
Yeah, I mean, I hate those things are fucking awful.
Those things are awful in every respect.
They're
I've used them
horrifying, but
before.
God, those things were just a nasty
I've
little
had-
menace.
I mean, yeah, I've used Paris and Parasect before. It's actually kind of fun, even if they're, like, not great Pokemon.
They're one of the worst
They're
typings.
horrifying.
They are. They are, but they also get mid-20s Spore as a Parasect. So.
Yeah, early spore. Great for
Parasects are
catching
literally being
Pokemon.
zombies. Or little zombies
Yes.
controlled by the mushrooms. They
Yes.
are sad things.
I remember like no, that was not the right game, but like there was like a specific was it Ultra Moon where like the SOS thing
Pokedex
was there?
entry.
No,
What?
like to
SOS?
one shine, yeah, like do you know the SOS mechanic? Like Pokemon could
SOS.
call
Yeah.
that
Sun
backup?
Moon, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
in that one you the first Pokemon you could catch that could like spore like a shiny was like I think Parasect. But yeah, that was like the only place I've ever seen a use for that Pokemon. Where else would you use it?
Not many other places.
It's got decent attack, and it gets early game slash, also mid-20s.
Huh.
So it can actually do some good damage, and it evolves early at like 24, I think, or something like that. So it's a decent damage dealer. It's just the problem is its speed.
How do wild Pokemon survive? There's no way Garchomp lives off of berries. Do Pokemon eat Pokemon? Like, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro. Literally in the games,
Right.
in the anime, in the manga, literally the Pokemon eat Pokemon, the humans eat Pokemon, there's taro
Yeah.
steaks. Like, bro,
There's
like...
Veluza fillets. There's Veluza
Slowpoke
fillets
tails
in
are a
Scarlet.
delicacy.
In
Yeah.
Scarlet and Violet, there's Veluza fucking fillets. for
I-
fish.
In
Those
Red,
entries.
in Pokemon Red, Pidgey's description literally says it kills Caterpie.
And it eats them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, it is regularly mentioned Pokemon eat each other.
Mhm.
I mean,
I think
they're
there's
just
some
another
fake-
animal.
See,
Yeah.
this is
Like,
why I don't
okay.
believe this is a Pokemon Super Nerd. This is just someone going off the Pokedex because it's just not believable the way they're writing it.
No. This is
He's
no.
not like a
This is a
12-year-old.
Reddit Pokemon super nerd. This is the no. I know exactly the sort of person this is. This is the sort of person that played the games, and maybe they have some trading cards, and they show up for the events, but they don't actually like read into anything. They don't like learn about the series. They call themselves a fan of the series, but they have the same level of knowledge of the series as a normie would if they just watched the series. But they've put 3 times the amount of time a normie would into the series,
Yeah.
and still
So,
don't know anything else.
Yeah.
Sneaky. There's a thing though, like so on like FFnet you can like select whether you want the fic to be set in the game world or in the anime world. What does this guy say?
I know. I don't think he flagged it.
It
Does he
doesn't.
have to flag it?
No, you don't
You
have
don't
to.
have to.
Okay,
No.
okay.
Hold up.
That's
Like, you
purely
can-
optional on the author.
I'm gonna
Is he
look
gonna
for.
You can do a flag for her
I'm
if you
checking the
want
filters
characters or
now.
not.
He's not on the anime. Games. He's literally the top, the most recent update for the game world.
Yeah,
Huh.
like if it's a game world, then that kind of makes sense too. Like, because he does not know the anime, he's ready for the games.
But the games
Right, but what I'm
have-
saying
in
is the
Pokédex entries that
games
they
have
eat each other.
plenty of Pokédex
Yeah,
entries about eating Pokémon.
not about the
Yeah.
eat each other thing. I'm talking about like the nature and shit like that. Like if
Yeah.
that's the
Oh,
way
right,
thinking
yeah,
about
yeah,
it, you
yeah.
think about it in the
Yeah.
game. And, yeah, but like Pokemon eating each other like that. Come on, dude. Come the fuck
They're
on. Of
animals.
course.
They're literally
It's
animals.
psychology. Of course they eat each other.
Yeah, like Pokemon can eat berries and shit. Like that's apparently because like even the most carnivores can just eat the berries fine, but like they're gonna eat meat and shit normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that's just how it is. Like they're animals. They're gonna either eat plants, they're gonna eat other animals. They can subsist off of berries if they have enough, but they're not gonna just go pure berry shit.
I remember there was this one like fic where like this guy tried to explain that like of course there are wild Pokemon, but like domesticated breeds for like meat and like other poultry items do exist.
That's like a handful fix, I think.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
a
also-
couple.
I've seen.
I'm also pretty sure that is also the Dastardly Desire / Villainous Ventures.
I think it might have
Yeah.
been that one because like he
Yeah.
specifically
I know-
mentioned that like a wild Taurus standing next to like a fucking like domesticated like specifically bred
I
one
think
from
I know
Japan,
exactly. I
like,
know a
you
fic that did
Either
that
that or
exactly.
that's Pokemon Trainer Vicky.
No,
I've seen
I've
a
never read that
couple
one.
of stories have some takes on that. Generally, I'm a fan of the you have your feral Pokemon and then you have your intelligent Pokemon, where it's like you have two
Mhm.
Tauros. One is cognizant, and the other one is just like a bull.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like
Yeah, I think I
based.
saw that in one of the fics I read from Sneaky's favorite list, and it had
Yeah.
like I think he had like domesticated Pokemon. It was like some kid who was like trapped on Mount Silver or something because of wormholes or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, that one was good. That fic was
Yeah.
actually
I dropped
fucking
it.
good. No,
I
it's
dropped
over.
it.
Like
It got boring.
the
Oh, it's
writer
dead.
also dropped it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like that one I read quite recently. I'm like, oh, this is
Yeah, it was pretty good.
not
Yeah.
bad at all.
I
Yeah,
didn't like the
the
starting. It was okay for a bit. Then after he got to like town and shit, it kind of just lost me.
yeah, well that
For
the
whatever
problem is that once he made it to town, it also kind of lost the plot.
You did it.
Like
Like
he started like introducing like his like friend was also there, and you know he was
Right.
all
the
this meta
YouTube fucking
knowledge.
shit. Oh my god, yeah.
Didn't you say he
Yeah,
got really stupid or something down
His
the
friend
line?
was in Unova
Yeah,
or something and became a rock star or something. I remember.
And he created YouTube and stuff like that, which I feel was his real self-insert. On the other side of it, like no, I think it was cool until he decided, fuck this, I'm going to Alola. And I was like, bro,
Yeah.
it's just
yeah.
just
Then he's like, I'm
stick
gonna
to
go to
the thing.
Alola, and then he got scooped up by the alternative world portal, and then he had like so many chapters.
Oh yeah, he's just stuck in the alternative world. And
he
I'm
was
like,
stuck in the alternative world.
also his
AU
Pokemon would
bullshit.
just never evolve. Like this motherfucker would write like 80,000 words between like a Cyndaquil evolving to Kulaba, and oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, it was so bad. Like,
Like he has gone through how many gyms did he go through? I think he went through like at least 4 gyms.
three.
Right?
I think he had to. I think he had to
Three.
beat 5 gyms to be allowed to
Right
leave
to
the
Alola.
country.
And the last guy he fought was literally with almost like he had a championship level Pokemon at that point. And his team, well, it lost, but it put up a good fight.
Mm.
All right, good night, Gray.
Good night, Gray.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just like I liked the story. I liked a lot of the shit going on in the story, but the author had no sense of pacing. They lost the plot. They came out of nowhere with this alternative world survivor arc that was just absolute fucking dog shit again. I think that was him trying to go back to how the story started with him being alone with just Pokemon surviving. But then he added like all of these like countdown timers of like, oh, Guzzlord's gonna eat the planet, and we have to like get back because like everything's being eaten by the N-verse Pokemon and like all this other dumb shit. And like it wasn't just him surviving anymore. He had like fucking like this is like we're talking about like Lost, the TV show
May I point out,
level
like,
plot.
His second Pokemon he caught was a Larvitar, right? Well, a third, sorry, Cyndaquil skimmed him. That Larvitar evolved into a special Tyranitar with jet boosters in the chapter right before he quit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It was fun when he was sticking to a plot, but then he just let the fucking feature creep take over his story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fate of Mediafic.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think what just killed it was just that it just kind of like it once he passed the survival arc and it kind of just went to like generic normal adventure. It kind of failed to keep a level of intrigue or interest.
Yeah.
Because
I think
the
it's
entire arc was
what's now?
really nice, especially with the slowpokes and everything. I'm like, oh, this is both kind of cute and also kind of really
horrifying.
Yeah, it was a big vibe.
Yeah. Like overall, I was liking it, and like even like the early parts of like Kanto / Joro that he did was good.
Mm-hmm.
There was the other fun
I
story
liked him
read.
exploring his dark typing and how some people could have typings, and like that was kind of cool, and he was working with that shit, and that was
Also
interesting.
Best like it is, I think, the
Typing?
like. So I hate the fucking plot device of Aura in fucking in Pokemon in general.
What order? He's just sitting in the chat.
Not I'm sorry, yes. No,
Yeah,
actually,
I didn't know.
We also hate Aura here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I absolutely
Damn,
hated
man.
you in Pokemon. Absolutely hated you in Ruby. You should do better roles. But yeah, like the thing is like that entire like bullshit with the Lucario, the Aura, like it made me hate Lucario as a Pokemon to begin with. But
Yeah,
like, it's just dog shit. But that and that fucking fake probably had the best utilization of that plot device as compared to any other fucking fake I've seen.
Yeah, 100%.
How so?
I
'Cause
really
didn't
liked
get
the
that
whole
far.
meditation thing to help the ghost Pokemon shit. Like I said,
Yeah.
I liked a lot of the things he did. He just kind of lost the plot.
His concepts were great. His plot, no, not so much. Again, great proof of concept. Stick to it. Don't try to like reinvent it every like few chapters. And again, like he just wants
Yeah.
motivation, right? And I'm like, I do that too, brother. You stretched yourself too thin. You brought your like plot to a point where I can't imagine what would happen next because, like, logically speaking, what the fuck would you do from here? You're
Yeah.
nowhere near anything core or anything like that the fandom can relate to. Like, just stop.
Your story is no longer coherent.
Like, I'm sorry, but Sun and Moon, all of the like, again, Black and White had the last coherent story. I'm gonna just say it.
Because Black and White had the last story. Most Pokemon games now
Sun and Moon
don't.
was just
X and Y had a story, but it wasn't coherent.
with Sun and Moon was so many cutscenes, so little to actually say. You know.
I think it had X and Y had a coherent plot. It just wasn't really.
You know where X and Y was a champion in game mechanics.
Yeah.
Mega Evolution.
I will admit it.
Mega Evolution. Oh god, I miss
the
you.
the Pokemon Stadium for EVs. That was champion mode tier shit. I really liked the battles. I really liked the horde mode shit being introduced there. We didn't have any of the bullshit power-ups yet. Like, we had Mega Evolution, which I could tolerate, but we didn't have terrestrialized, giga-maxing, shit-fucking...
Yeah, the competitive gimmick was not that bad. I mean, to be honest, it was the worst, but from, like, a non-competitive perspective, it was the coolest.
Yeah, like, the Mega Evolution shit...
But, there's a problem. There was also Z-moves. Fuck Z-moves.
Z-moves was from Sun and Moon, though.
Yeah.
Oh, Sun and Moon. So you know X and Y, right? Okay, I know specifically. Okay.
Yeah, X and Y.
It kind of spelled it.
Yeah, X and Y was the immediate after Black and White, right?
Yeah.
They
also kept Megas
Black and White. No, that's why.
No, Black and White. There was X,
Black
Y,
and White,
and then
Black and White 2, and then there was X and Y with no Z.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, Aura.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that X and Y was after Black and White? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, X and Y lost the story. So Black and White was the final good story, and then I'm gonna say it. X and Y was the final good game mechanics. I don't know why they fucking removed it. They already fucking made it. Why wouldn't they keep it in?
What megas?
I assume because they wanted to keep trying to
I'll tell you
make new
exactly
No,
why.
like the Pokemon Stadium shit, where you could just
Yeah.
train
yeah,
the
those-
EVs by
oh,
doing
yeah.
mini games.
Yeah.
Oh, because
Yeah.
EV trading is even easier now. They made that shit a joke. You can literally like if within the new generation you can pick up unless you want a trick room Pokemon. In that case, you gotta still breed. But if you don't want trick room Pokemon, you just pick up any Pokemon from now. Bottle cap train because bottle caps are fucking easy enough to get. It's like every single item needed for EV
Ugh.
training is practically available by the dozen. And
Mm.
you have two
But,
currencies
like-
that can both be for the same thing. So the competitive
like,
Pokemon has
but-
never been
but-
better. So yeah, that.
Right, but what I'm saying though is like the stadium. I felt like the stadium was a good,
fun.
solid point.
Yeah.
It was a
Entertaining.
mini game you had to play. It was fun. It skipped the whole dumbass walking around to battle shit phase. It like
Or collectathon.
it was a good middle ground of I
Yeah.
want to grind my Pokemon and putting in effort and still having fun with it. And
Yeah.
now it's like, oh, they made it so easy. You could just do the EV training by collecting bottle caps. That's lame. That's stupid. That's dumb. Like that's the point of Pokemon is going around and fighting Pokemon and doing mini games and shit.
That's because
Like,
they
I-
also pivoted from that, right? They made it more about catching again. Like this generation is the first generation I've actually finished my Pokédex.
I
Well,
have not.
no, the last generation I finished my Pokedex was Sinnoh.
But this generation was like so fun catching Pokemon and stuff like that because like you can see every Pokemon in the overworld. You can see how they like go around like shiny hunting, actually catching Pokemon just became fun.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
I see.
That's an upgrade I'll say I like from Legends Arceus that they added to regular games.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so they
actually-
put
And
that.
like, yeah,
Okay.
like the Legends Arceus was the pivot because they learned that like, hey,
Yeah.
like people like
People
the-
like being able to see the Pokemon in the world, not just running around and having
That is the
it-
wildest shit ever. People were saying forever to do shit like Legends Arceus, and they were like, "No, you're
No.
wrong. You don't know what you want. You're wrong." And then they did Legends Arceus, and they're like,
Like the designers
people
from
want
that company
this.
complain about it quite a bit about
Told-
like the fact
and
that
they
like they don't
and they
get to see
completely
new
ignored
shit.
that people wanted that. They just went, "See, we made this new thing. You mean what we've been asking for years? No, you guys didn't ask for this. We just made it now."
Like Scarlet
Yeah.
and Violet, despite the fact that it ran like dog shit on the Switch, still has the best online experience of any Pokemon game or any Pokemon competitive.
Want to
game
hear the
I've ever
dumbest
seen.
shit in existence?
Yeah.
If you jailbreak your Switch
Mm.
and run a Switch operating system emulator on your Switch, you
The
get
game runs better.
60 FPS on
Yeah.
Scarlet and Violet.
Well, like the
That
game
is the
completely
dumbest
switched to it.
fucking thing in existence.
Yes.
It shows that it was capable, but they just couldn't be fucked putting it in.
Many
Yeah.
such cases.
And also, the game surprisingly ran best on like the first SKU of the Switch.
Mhm.
Because I believe that's what they use for development as well, and because like I have like one of like the fucking earliest Switches known to fucking mankind in this country, it ran okay for me. So when my friends were like having all these crashes, I had one crash my entire time, and I've easily got over 300 hours in that game.
I didn't have a crash, and I just put mine in rest mode. I never actually turned the game off.
My game never crashed either.
And I didn't
It
actually
lagged,
have
but it
FPS
never
problems. No, I think I only had a tiny bit of lag at one stage, but even
It was
then
only
it
the
wasn't much.
sunflower one that really lagged.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That like whenever there's like a lot of particle effects, like in general, like it just does not like those. But like my friend, like who we literally bought like a Switch OLED for him, like we kind of pulled together money and bought him that, but he really wanted to play Pokemon. His game was crashing. Oh no.
No, I bought my Switch when SMT5 came out to buy and play that because it wasn't on
SMT5
PC
was
yet.
still around. Wait, is yours OLED or not?
Don't think so.
Yeah, no, OLEDs are like they look different too. Like, but if you bought it on SMT5, it should be a normal like the original.
Yeah,
Switch.
mine's pretty sure it's a normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, point being is that they really fucked up mechanics. They really fucked up the story. It's like I don't even know why you would want to play it anymore. Arceus only got me to play. Arceus was the first Pokemon game that got me to play again in literal years because it was so novel.
Mhm.
God, it was.
I'm gonna be honest.
Arceus-
I'm not playing Pokemon Z, Legends Z, or whatever about.
Legends.
yeah, no.
Legends. I am.
Legend
Black.
Zaza.
I might. Depends on if it looks good or not.
Yeah, see,
Just because I never actually even finished Arceus because I got bored of it, having catch
Yeah.
this meta
I
Pokemon.
got
Do
halfway
this
through
with it.
Arceus.
Same.
I need
hope
to
they
finish
make it
it,
a
but I got like
combination.
90% through.
Yeah. I hope they make it a combination of what Scarlet and Violet brought to the thing, which is like a free roamable,
Like-
entire thing.
Like
While
Volo
keeping,
looks good. Volo looks fun to fight, but I'm not going to waste my time catching this many of this Pokemon, doing this
You
specific
can
things with
fight him
us.
before you catch all the Pokemon.
Yeah,
No, you don't need to
can
catch all the
very
Pokemon,
much.
but you got to do this, catch a certain amount of Pokemon to up do this next area, then do these battles.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. you gotta get,
I got
the
bored of
star
that. I'm
system
not
was
doing that.
Good. Yeah, the star system was
No,
not
I thought you
good.
just had to find all the plates and shit to fight him.
No, I will say, as dog shit as the mechanic was, I really did appreciate that it's like, oh, if you capture 35 normal Pokemon of this type, and you know, you get like the heaviest Pokemon of this weight and the lightest Pokemon of this weight, and blah blah blah. Then you get the shiny charm, and it like increases your chance of getting a shiny to like 35%.
Yeah.
No, not 35%, but like it basically halves the ability.
Well,
like,
no,
chance,
you had to stack like all of the fucking
Yeah.
percentage increases on top of each other
Yep.
because they were
You got
multiplicative.
multiple.
Oh yeah, no, you got multiple, but like again, like the methodology, shiny charm reduces your like it basically cuts down the shiny rate to like half of, so it was 1 in 4,000 something to 1 in 2,000 or something.
All I'm saying is, all I
Yeah.
know is that if you completed the entire Pokedex with maximum stats on every single Pokemon inside the Pokedex, then you get like a 35% shiny rate. That's all I remember.
You don't need the stats. You just need to complete the Pokedex. That's the shiny charm for every generation, except for I think 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2. So after that, every generation, as long as you complete the Pokedex, you get a shiny charm. It's always like
I didn't
cut
think.
the
Wait,
shiny
what? I didn't think
charms.
Gen 3 had a shiny charm.
Yeah, no, like it was
They don't.
Gen
I thought it did.
3. Is Emerald,
No.
right? Like that's when
No.
Emerald had a shiny charm, I think.
Yeah, it did. Emerald was like
Oh,
the
did it?
time, because Gen 2 introduced shinies and Gen 3 introduced a shiny charm, I think. Or the Gen 4. It's one of the two, right? But you have to complete the Pokedex, and that's the only way. Even till now, like you just gotta complete the Pokedex. I have had the shiny charm in this
Oh.
generation, that's why I know.
Apparently, the shiny charm was introduced in Pokemon Black 2
Oh,
and
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I thought. That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
yeah,
It
that's
was
what I'm
Gen
saying.
5.
Fucking no, the shiny charm was very old.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah, it's a pretty
Yeah.
old thing. Shiny charm is 100%
I thought it was
Pokedex
older.
in every game. Every game.
I thought it was
Yeah,
Gen
no.
5. Yeah, I knew it wasn't Gen
Gen
It's
5.
Gen
is when it
5.
was
Yeah,
introduced.
it's Gen 5.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
but
if you
I thought
catch
it was
every
older.
Pokemon, the director of Pokemon is in one of those buildings in Castelia, and he gives it
Yeah.
to you. Yeah,
Huh.
I thought so.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
yeah, director
I thought it was
Pokemon.
older.
Yeah, that was the way. Yeah, you're right.
The way.
Because the methodology is always the
Silence
same,
immediately.
though. Catch every Pokemon.
Do you know the way?
I said silence.
The way back
This
home.
guy just keeps asking about silence. At this point, you might as well just mute yourself, brother. But yeah, like, what I was saying is like a shiny charm, the half the odds, it's still a massive number. But with Legends Arceus, they made shiny hunting so fucking easy with outbreaks and stuff like that. And Scarlet Violet made it even easier with like shiny power sandwiches and shit like that. Even though the sandwich system fucking sucks, I should not need to make them every fucking time. Just make like an automaker after like you make it for the first time.
What
It's
the
so
absolute
dumb.
fuck is this? Okay, so I scrolled down a bit in the I'm a Trapinch story, and the
Mhm.
author switches to another character's point of view.
Yep.
What the
The
fuck
trainer.
is this?
That's the trainer. That's the trainer.
My name is James. I am 12 years old. I live in Petalburg, a city in the Hoenn region. I am still attending trainer school. I should be ready to go on journey when I turn 14. Different regions have different starting ages. In Kanto, trainers start at 10. In Johto, it is 14. In Sinnoh, it is 15. In Unova, it is 16. In Kalos, it is 13. In Alola, it is 10. In Galar, it is 15. In Paldea, it is 13. What? Who
Is this
who the
author?
f-
I'm more.
Why
I'm
did-
becoming
why
more
did
and more
you do
convinced this
that?
author's like.
I can't
12.
believe I can't believe the trainer is actually seeing God.
I'm just really confused as to who just is like walking down the street and then suddenly like internal monologuing. Yes, my name is James. I am 12 years old. This is where I live. Who the fuck internally monologues that?
This person.
This guy.
It's so weird.
You can get a trainer's license early if you are skilled and knowledgeable, but it can only be reduced by a year. What relevance does this have?
Nothing.
Today is
I
the
think-
happiest day of my life. I caught my starter. The other kids in school used to make fun of me because I didn't have a starter yet, but a few months ago, my mom and dad brought home a Pokemon egg, and that's where my Trapinch hatched. Well, it could be a she. We don't know yet. We have to go to Pokemon Center to check gender and health.
Mm.
You.
Is
Why?
the author an native English speaker? Because I'm so confused.
You
of
should,
what the fuck
you
they're
should-
trying to say.
You should check the
Why?
author's note
Yes.
in the next chapter. Oh, they
Oh,
haven't
no.
real wrote account. That's why.
Oh.
This is their only
Some
story.
things
They
I've
have
changed
4
are
savings.
Trapinch evolution levels. Why? Sceptile and Grovyle are now grass dragons. Why? That is
To make
it for
things
Is this
now.
a
Cool.
Mega Evolution bullshit?
Because no, yeah. So Mega Evolution gave Sceptile the dragon typing, but this person's name is Dragon Lover or whatever. So he's doing it so that his self-insert trainer who owns the Trapinch can be a dragon type trainer.
Wait, so
Yeah.
is this
Cringe.
self-considered the trap?
And the
pitch or
Trapinch,
trainer?
the Trapinch evolutions is so that the self-insert as a Trapinch, because they're both self-inserts, doesn't stay as a weak Trapinch for so long,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
can become a cool dragon in Flygon.
That's a 14-year-old fucking writing that shit, man.
That's what I think. It's just the way it's written. Sounds
Nice
like this person either
chapter.
not.
Thanks for writing it. Fun seeing the second team member. Nice battle etiquette with
Also,
leading a
yeah,
very good
they fully are
One
in
person-
the level zone.
One person is the only person who's
Not a bot.
reviewed. No, it's just one person.
Oh,
Favorite
okay.
stories, the 500 cap. Favorite authors, 381. The person who reviewed has been on since 2007. Wow.
Ugh.
He's dedicated.
Thank you. Oh god, I just went into their favorite authors and I'm already seeing names I fucking recognize. Holy shit. Wait, let me check the M's. Is he there?
Who?
Mad Raptor Fanfiction! He is there!
Ugh.
Oh, let's see what trash he's writing.
Don't.
I was gonna say, do we have
Naruto,
to?
the ultimate hero. A flash goes
Yeah.
by and crimes are gone.
Yeah, wow, how about that? Yeah, wow, this
Yeah.
this dude really likes garbage. I can see why he favorited Pokemon Reborn as a Trapinch. His
Yeah.
taste buds are about on the level of licking the floor.
It has not gotten better in 17 years.
We are reading.
That is
fanfiction, brother.
depressing.
This is just how it is.
Naruto, the healing supporter. Naruto, leader of the Isekai team. Naruto, the goofball master.
Mad
the
Raptor fanfiction.
Oh god, it's all.
How has somebody put in so much effort into writing slop and doesn't even get paid for it? Will always fucking.
Wait, why is he? Wait, what the fuck? Why is he alt Gene with Naruto's color?
Because he
don't-
thinks it's cool, brother.
No.
Bro
Oh,
took
wait,
a
that is-
picture of his own author page and put it in as his author picture of him
Oh.
a
the
female
fucking-
alt
is it a
Naruto
zombie?
alt Gene.
No, that's is it a zombie girl, but as Naruto from his fucking story as Naruto the Silent Necromancer that is the one that does the entire Naruto multiverse between his fics by making portals to other worlds.
Okay, now I just remembered something
What?
that someone said the other day.
I feel like I just had a stroke here.
Yeah, no, if you look at for
Apparently-
Naruto the Silent Necromancer, that is what that character is, and apparently it's the strongest Naruto in his Naruto the multiverse.
Oh my god.
I
this
I
guy-
just remembered someone made a comment like a couple days ago. Apparently, he made like Naruto's this tsundere cat girl or something, and I was like, "What
Can
the
can
fuck?"
you fucking stop talking?
Oh,
like,
Naruto
we're
the Twin
literally
Tails.
discussing the guy.
Naruto the Twin Tails. His only
Jesus
decent
Christ.
story that
No,
he
no, no, no. Did
dropped.
he apparently something he made a new fic or something?
The
I
second
don't know.
Naruto the Twin Tails. He made 2 versions.
Because someone made a comment like 5 days ago about Sundari Kakar. I'm like,
Bro,
what?
this dude,
What new
this
fic?
dude is, bro,
Was that in
this
Diagram Order?
this guy is literally following the corporate slopification route for summaries. You know, like how every single corporate logo gets like
Yep.
simpler and simpler and simpler, and now
Yep.
every corporate
Yep.
logo is like a fucking line with some color around it.
Yep.
That's what this dude's fucking summaries are. Like his latest
That's what he's
story,
become.
Naruto the Ultimate Hero summary. A flash goes by and crimes are gone. That's the summary.
Yep. The fic
Bruh.
that has an actual summary is Naruto the Perverted Potion Prankster that he made in 2020 and then updated January this year.
Jesus fucking Christ.
There's
I
not
just-
an actual summary in between those fics, and it's like a quarter of the page down, halfway.
Fucking Neon
why
Sengetsu
does he
pumps
still
out crap like
lie?
no one's business, and he makes proper summaries, as much as I hate to admit it.
With
compared
Neon
to FTS.
Zangetsu, his thing is like he's still working for like validation from people. I think it's the
Oh,
only
yeah,
thing
no,
he's
Yeah.
alive at this point.
I don't know what the fuck that dude is like. That dude has gotta be on some solid grade A weed or some shit, man.
I think he has like a group of people working with him, so they all post under one account, is what I remember hearing. I don't know how valid
Who's
that
this?
is, but it's
Wait, who's this?
I
Neon
wouldn't be
Zangetsu.
surprised if that. No,
Oh.
no. I know who you're talking about. It's not Neon Zangetsu.
No.
no, I mean
fuck.
Neon Sengetsu pumps shit out so much, so I thought he had it. Me and a bunch of others think he has like a bunch of people in a group
Not
sharing an account.
ass.
No, I
Not-
I know the author you're talking about, but their name isn't coming to mind right now.
Not fine.
They-
We're thinking
yeah,
of
they-
two different
they-
people.
They started.
know
I
any-
mean, maybe it's also happening for Zangetsu, but no, I
Zangetsu is
remember.
definitely the only one on his account, dude. Like he will literally. So if one of his chapters goes up and doesn't get the amount of reviews he wants, he will literally review
Yeah,
it himself and say, "Yeah."
Oh,
that's
good
just
lord,
like
that's
a
sad.
really, really desperately sad guy. Like I even
Yeah,
I offered to him, I messaged him and said like, if you want to talk about it, we can talk. But apparently, I'm not a big writer anymore, so of course I'm not worth his time.
No, obviously.
Yeah.
So don't show this author's profile that I just found on stream, Sneaky. But
What did you find?
this isn't that Frankio guy's fucking favorite authors.
Ah,
Hmm.
yeah. Yep.
And the profile pic is not safe for work, by the way.
Yeah.
Of course
Of
it is.
course it isn't.
He apparently did this in 2017 after leaving the site, because that's when he last
Ooh.
updated it.
My favorite thing
Interesting.
is like, didn't Mad Raptor, fuck Mad Raptor, like fucking Fairy Tail
It's-
Raptor tell you
he's-
he was like a
His
male
profile picture is
model?
just hentai, by the way.
Yes.
It's just hentai.
Yeah. Yes. Fairy Tale Dragon Slayer, aka Mad Raptor Fanfiction, used to talk about on his Discord how he was a male underwear model
On Discord? What? The
Yeah.
on
fuck?
Discord.
Yeah.
Isn't that
knew
also
he
where
had, like-
where he
knew
admitted
he
that
had, like-
he had studied Lolly's bodies
That
so
was
that
his
he could
Twitter.
write
No,
them properly?
that was on
You know?
Twitter. That was on Twitter.
Great, he's multi.
I'm sorry, I can't keep track of the fucking lore
Yeah.
of
Like I
some
sort of know the
fucking-
lore, but I don't know.
I will never let go of the fact that he commented on every single thing I've ever touched with a review calling me weak and pathetic, and then leaving a mile-long YouTube comment saying how he's gonna sue me for covering his fanfic, and
Wait, he did
that,
that?
yeah, this
I-
was
I
like
know-
years ago.
I remember.
Yeah, no.
I remember someone ratted out to
Hold on.
him, and he made like a comment on one of your YouTube videos. But I don't remember
Bro.
him saying he'll sue you in his
Yeah.
fanfic.
It was a mile-long YouTube comment. Like, the initial one was like, fuck you for covering this without my permission. And then when I
Oh, yeah,
replied
I
to
think
him,
I
he sent me
remember
like
that
a
post.
mile-long YouTube comment about how he didn't give me permission for this, and he owns the rights to this, and he's
Yep.
gonna sue me for covering this for free, and not getting paid for it.
Did he block you so you couldn't even read the full message?
No, that was only
something?
after I pissed him off a bunch, because what happened is I was like, okay, yeah, sure. Do you want to come on the podcast? He's like, how dare you feature my fanfics and then go on a 3-hour rant about how much I suck cock and not give me the chance to defend myself. I was like, all right. Do you want to come on and defend yourself? No! You're too small for me to bother with.
Didn't he say something about like you needing having a fic that's popular than
Yeah,
his? And you have, like,
he would
several?
only ever accept my invite if my weakest fic was stronger than his strongest fic.
Didn't he also not realize that you helped write? Was this before Undying Scarab?
It was before, I think. Or at least
Yeah, it was
before
before
around
Undying
the
Scarab.
But no, like
but
even then,
it
like I
was-
remember, like because like
no, it was
off-
after Two Step Goodbye though, which
This
No,
was,
yeah,
was
but that's
after
the-
Two Step Goodbye.
But
doing
then
better
I
than
messaged him, and at
several
that point, I
others.
literally had the second biggest fic in the fucking section that he had the most stories for, and he's tried to make some fucking bullshit up. And by the time I could read
And
it, he blocked me.
He Two-Step Goodbye and Sweet Sweet Lies. That's where I found his fucking
Yeah.
reviews.
Yeah, and he left. Well, he also left a review on whatever Dream or whatever. That is on my my actual profile. That
I
paid
looked
me
at
to
that.
do.
Then I think he deleted that because it checked our reviews for Pursuit of a Dream, and he's not on there.
Oh, okay.
That might have been someone else.
Yeah.
There's
there's a
like
lot of
8
people-
people on there. There's a lot of
There's
people
a
on
lot
there
of
that hate
people.
me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like, bro.
I
people
can't
literally
imagine
come-
why.
I can't
But
imagine
something
why
like-
either.
It's funny reading seeing you
Matter-
share some of those reviews because like these are the pettiest, saddest reviews because they know they
Yeah.
can't say shit, so they're just gonna make shit up.
Well, no, it's my favorite shit is like, bro, you come at me about my grammar. What about your grammar in this story? And it's like
It's
He's
my
review-
perfect grammar in this story that
Oh
has
yeah,
no
like yeah, they're baseless accusations.
incorrect usages at all. It's
like my brother in Christ. This
Look
has
at this!
Also...
Look at his most recent review in 2019.
Hmm?
I fucking posted it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
yeah.
underneath the profile.
Yeah, it took
The thing
2
is-
people to make a story like
Oh.
this, and you still didn't produce a story that makes logical sense in storytelling.
My brother, these are all
Judging
things
by
that
the
you have never ever
reviews.
touched.
Because he didn't
Remember
read the
thinking-
story
They didn't read
itself.
the-
He didn't
Yeah.
read the story himself, but judging by the reviews, I'm not gonna read it.
How
Yep.
sad are you if you're gonna shit talk a fic? Actually,
Hey,
read a
maybe
bit
you
of
should
it.
critic your own story on your YouTube channel instead of mocking other people. I mean, the funny part is we did. Like, we didn't do a
Yeah,
cover of
we
it,
did.
but we did talk about
You
it.
might-
Like,
Wait,
often.
wait,
Yeah.
Sneaky, I never showed you what I got from D-Train Dark after I left the fucking review on his story, right?
Oh, you
Oh,
didn't?
no.
No, you got a review from D-Train Dark?
No, I got a reply. I fucking commented on shit, and then he replied, and it was, yeah, like that was
Oh, thanks for
surprisingly
your
mature
honesty.
reply.
I'm gonna try again. All right, you know what? Fair enough.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, fuck.
How is D-Train
fuck.
Dark doing these days?
I have no idea. I'll open his fake profile again. I was looking for the
D-Train
fucking.
Dark.
Yeah, there you go. I was looking for like the specific conversation I had with like FTDS, where I basically told him that nothing he will ever do will amount to anything. But I couldn't find
One
it. because
fic in 2022,
I
2023 updated.
I can't pull them up. Can you
What? D-Train?
can you link?
I
Yeah, can you
posted-
link D-Train? Yeah, there we go.
Sure. Yeah.
One story posted
Oh,
2022,
yeah.
update 2023. Team
Yeah,
Dur.
he deleted an old one.
Oh yeah, he deleted his old stuff. All right, fine, fair enough. You
Favorite
know what?
story.
Let's
Wrecked. Favorite authors. Unintelligible.
Yeah, like one of them is literally just a key smash.
Well, that's an author who deleted all their shit and then changed up their username to nothing.
Wait.
To
Oh, okay. that
They're
makes
just
sense.
2 trailers. The fic has just 2 trailers for his characters. He didn't even finish the team trailers.
It's fine. It's fine. At least he said he will try again. So
Yeah.
you know
This is the
that-
try again, I think, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, this is the
it's
V2.
fine. If I leave a comment on this, maybe he will try again.
In 4 years.
okay, you know
and-
what? Actually, I'm scrolling through here. The grammar is actually coherent. The
Hmm.
dialogue is coherent.
The problem is he's using 4 OCs.
I really don't appreciate the song lyrics being included in every line.
Did one of the writers in here do like a full fucking anime opening to their fiction? The recent one, actually.
Alvor. No, Alvor is working with a guy
Alvor's
named
partner-
Wyvern.
Yeah,
Who did
done
one.
one for his recent high school DxD Campione fic.
Yeah.
So, was he blackmailed into adding it
No,
by the partner?
no, because his
No,
partner
he's
has
just a furry.
equal- Yeah, a scaly wyvern.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was like,
Yeah, no, but no, they have equal access to the account that's posted.
but then wouldn't he have the access
And
to
Wyvern-
veto the chums?
So Wyvern posted it on
Yeah.
his account, and then I think either Alvor or Wyvern on the group account thread marked it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All types of idiots to make a world.
What the fuck is this? I'm sorry, I just noticed this. By the way, the idiot who works at the company starting with the letter K who tried to dox me, I know who you are. I know where you live. I know what you look like. Just remember, if you try to reveal who I am to ruin my reputation, why would revealing who you are ruin your reputation?
But my
It's
question
almost
is,
like you don't want people to know you might be on some sort of list or something.
I
but
can
that
have a
is- what do you mean by
lawsuit filed
killing?
against you in a heartbeat, and you will provide me with all of the evidence I need to sue you.
Wait,
That's not how that
What
works.
do you mean by K? Like corporation with K? What does it mean by that?
It's a
Corporation
corporation whose company starts with the K.
It's
Yeah.
a
No, like, but
corporation
like-
that starts
but
with the
like,
letter
is
K. It's Kellogg's.
I was like, no, is he mentioning
Mark?
any specific thing, or like?
No,
I might
the
be
thing
missing
is though,
some-
is this based at Sneaky though? Because
No, not
he's
even
saying
slightly.
you're
I've
giving
never
him-
worked at a.
I was gonna say because
I've
it
never worked at a
says
company.
you're gonna give me all the evidence you need. So I thought maybe he'd pull it up from the stream. That's what he was
I don't
talking
know,
about.
man. Yeah, I mean, hey, if he wants to sue me and we have to go to court and he forces the entire court to listen to me rant for over 12 hours about how much Mad Raptor fanfiction loves to suck his own cock, then yeah, sure, let's do it.
All right,
I'm here.
evidence A against True Sneaky Devil from Mad Raptor from the stream. It's just showing Mad Raptor saying, "I've
It's
studied
just
the
4
children."
hours. Yeah, it's just 4 hours of me drinking, and on the stream picture, it's just a picture of Mad Raptor saying, "I'm studying children's bodies."
Yeah, is that's the meme fucking the Brazilian got, right? Is that pinned?
Yeah.
I
It's
need to
not
fucking-
pinned. It should be.
No.
Man, I'm just like, this is some wild
Before
shit,
you
dude.
continue to try and dox me by revealing my personal information, you need to know this wisdom. You have no power here. Well, I mean, he clearly
So-
does have power here if you need to threaten him into not revealing who you
Like my
are.
brother is living
There-
in your
there-
head rent free. He has
So
power
he
here.
is aware that it's not doxing if it's publicly available information, which you can get from the fact that he was posting selfies of himself, right?
Be trademark.
It's a mixed bag. So effectively, I think it's like a 3-click rule or something, where if you can get the person's information in 3 clicks, then it's considered public.
It's quite
For the
specific,
purposes of
but-
for the
Because-
for the purposes of legal doxing, because you can still
I
sue
see.
someone if you have like if you have a rap name of like Death Killer 99 and you put out rap songs and then someone's like, guys, Death Killer 99 is actually Kevin Statham. This is his Facebook page. You can sue them for doxing you if there is no links on your Death Killer 99 website that would lead to your Facebook.
I see.
Hmm.
And if you don't make any posts about, Death Killer 99 concert coming up, I'm going to be there, buy my tickets on your Facebook, then you can argue in court that there is a legal separation between your rapper career and your personal life, and that therefore them trying to publicize your personal life is infringing upon your privacy rights. Yeah. But obviously, if you link all of your shit together by saying,
admittedly, that's a lot more legal protection than I would have expected any government to give.
It's really hard
kind
to
of
argue,
shocking.
however, in court. Yeah, no, it's really hard to argue, however, in court. Unless you do specifically what I just said, because like a lot of people, will not be that thorough in separating identities. So it tends to be very useless to try and argue it. It also does work. Doxing rules. I've seen doxing rules work more for people that are not in the public sphere. So you're John Smith, and you do a backflip on in the behind the scenes, like you didn't know they were filming a news segment, and you did a backflip, and then they were like, oh, look at this guy doing a backflip, this is John Smith. You can sue the news for doxing you because you were previously a private person who did not have a public presence, in terms of like you weren't a celebrity, you weren't like a social media influencer or anything. You were just some random dude. You can sue the media for like bringing you into the social media public space.
It's like,
Man,
hey, motherfucker, I was
It's been
minding
3
my own
years
business.
since it was posted by the Brazilian, but I found him.
Man, who's that? Oh my
yeah,
god.
matter after. Yeah.
That
Oh,
is him.
so it's actually like even better, because after being confronted with this, bro went back and deleted those tweets. While you were writing good fan fiction, I was just studying children's bodies for sexual compatibility.
We gotta pin this. I found it in 2021, posted by the Brazilian. It's been 3 years making fun of this picture.
Oh, well, now that's
by me
been
saying
further.
that next to a picture of me, you can be sued for slander. I didn't study children's bodies. I merely have an art book called Drawing Sexy Anime Girls, which shows children and different body types of women. Yeah.
I don't know what spectrum he's on, but that spectrum goes far, brother.
We do not see his spectrum.
Bro is on the copium spectrum.
Bro's just built different.
Well, I still wonder why he's got the blinds fully closed. What's out there on that side and in his room?
Oh, yeah, by the way, Naruto the Healing Supporter is his last published story, and that is the Naruto High School DxD story where Naruto is a isekai cat girl.
Man.
No, wait, isn't it, Healing Supporter? Wasn't that the one with Kuroka? Is that the one?
I don't know, it only marks off Naruto as the only character, so...
Where's Mad Raptor? I got out of his fucking... There it is. Naruto Healing Supporter only has Naruto. If you don't, the cat girl will steal your heart. But then there's also Naruto the Ultimate Hero. There's no J one above that. Oh,
no, that's
published.
by update.
Wait.
Yeah, published.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Naruto the Greek Hero. My take on Naruto and multiple Fate series at the same time.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Naruto the Goofball Master. A small change makes large difference. Naruto and Team 7 in High School DxD?
Right, here's my question though. After this many years of writing, has his actual, like, technical writing improved any at all?
No.
Why would
No.
you ask something you know the
Goddamn, no, wow.
I'm hoping
Yeah,
it
so
has hope. Just
here's his most recently published story. The Uzumaki family. They are the family of longevity. The ones who are attuned to spiraling winds. Those who life
weren't they
forces that
attuned
healed
to
wounds.
whirlpools?
The ones that sealed away evils into masks and shared power with others. They were family where red hair was common and anything else was rare for them.
Wasn't the mask
Holy shit, I'm
handled
allergic to
by-
bullshit. They were a powerful family who had once been feared, though they were healers and avoided conflict thanks to their
So
bad temper.
it's not put in, but this is a triple crossover with Demon Slayer because Naruto's clan is literally just the demon slaying clan, like the corpse, and he's got that weird blood that's really rare and smells really good.
Oh, the
Of course he
Mariucci
does.
blood, yeah.
And there's someone
They
called
could
Ginkgo,
share their
there's
life
Himari. Kuroko still hasn't showed up. There's been a cat girl that apparently helped him, but she hasn't actually shown up in the story.
Amazing. They could share their life energy with others to heal their wounds, and had the natural ability to feel and command the wind. That's patently false. Thanks to their healing abilities,
No, this
they
is
were
Naruto
considered
born in
a
DxD,
prize.
so
That
probably can
very
control
same
them.
ability could be used to enhance others, making their blood famed as that which could make any family that took them in stronger. Of course, all of these abilities were only passed down through the main family, with any branch family only possessing a singular ability and weekend. I'm glad I was born with blonde instead of red hair right now. Uzumaki Naruto. Current heir of Uzumaki clan, one of 3 remaining Uzumaki left alive. The only member of main family, he should say, since other 2 Uzumaki were still alive, did not have all abilities of the clan. His older male cousin, Uzumaki Nagato, had only inherited the clan's ability to use wind element and life force, but no way to transfer power to others or heal. That placed him in category of branch family member, since he didn't inherit all of the abilities. The other was his old female cousin, Uzumaki Karen, who only inherited ability to heal others, but she did not inherit the transfer ability, which means that the only way for her to heal others was to have them suck her life force through biting her. She didn't inherit any of the other abilities of the clan, but he was different. I feel powerful life force. I'm attuned to wind. I can transfer my life force to others and heal them, and make them stronger, though I never learned how to seal before I ran away. Naruto was only one without red hair, which helped him. He had run away from his family when he was nothing but 6-year-old child. Who could blame him? Both parents were killed on day he was born, and he was raised by his cousin.
Away from?
He ran away from their corpses because they were resurrected by a necromancer, obviously.
Of course.
Anyways, I think I'm gonna go then. Please.
Yeah, I think I'm mentally drained for today as well, dude. Like, this shit is like fucking.
Unlike
too
other
exciting
demon
that
slaying
much.
clans. Unlike other demon slaying clans, the Uzumaki didn't kill demons. They sealed all demons that couldn't be talked to.
So they're demon sealers.
Yeah.
So why call yourself a demon slaying clan?
It's somehow gotten worse.
Yeah, it really has somehow gotten worse. Like, Uzumaki Naruto is not here at moment. Please leave message at beep, Naruto stated when person spoke from behind him.
Why
Like,
is that phone?
Are you going to make a beep? Go away, Uchiha, Naruto stated to one person at his current school that he might miss when he moved to next school. This is so bad. This is so bad.
It just keeps getting worse. Like, you'd expect at least some growth in more than a decade of writing.
I think he's actually regressed.
Yeah. At some point, you just realize like consistency, plot don't need that. Just write very, very mediocre smut.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn,
Sign
this
Todd
is
and
just
True Venom.
bad.
It's fucking sad because I remember when I used to follow him like way, way back in the years ago when his ideas weren't really
They were
too.
The
groundbreaking, but at
reason
least
why
there was
I
a plot
followed
there.
him way back in the day is because his ideas were actually different from the generic slop that everyone else was writing at the time.
Mhm.
And then they started getting weird, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, the weirdness is
Not.
where I kind of checked out. Or at least I kind of started paying attention, like, hold on, this is getting weird.
Yeah, I was like not a huge fan of the direction some of these stories are going in, where like Naruto's growing a vagina and shit like that because he's possessed by Urza, and I was like, okay, like this is
I kind of looking at
not.
it like, what the fuck? And I kind
Yeah.
of ignored it for a bit because at the time I was like, whatever. It's like, okay, he's doing stupid shit. He's still updating the few stories I did give a damn about, or maybe he still has a few tolerable ideas. And then it just kind of got worse and worse. It's like,
Yeah, well, what
he,
happened is he just never updated the stories I was following from him again. And when I looked
Oh,
at
yeah.
his profile, when I was like, trying to figure out why I never saw an update from him, it was just a bunch of new stories that I was not interested in all in. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I just stopped.
pretty much.
Stopped
It's
paying
like
attention to him.
the last idea I ever remember of his fic that I actually genuinely thought was clever and kind of at least amusing to read about was his like Naruto the Sun God back when Ruby was really, really early. And it was just
Yeah.
God tier Naruto just being the good guy helping shit, and they all like looked up like, holy shit, he's a god. And it was like, you know what? This is kind of funny.
Well, like
Because
the
it's
thing
like,
is like
go on.
I didn't like pay attention to him for like 2 to 4 years or something. Like I didn't really pay attention to him until I realized he was posting reviews on the Twisted Maelstrom guy.
Listen, oh, is he the one who did like Nora's a mommy?
No,
Because
he's
I
the
know he
one who
got.
did Naruto in Ruby, except Naruto meets up with Cinder instead of the good guys, and he like starts to convert a large portion of the bad guys to like his side.
Okay.
It completed the story. He tried to write like a season 2 of it. We had him on the podcast, and he's like, "Yeah, I fucking hate this story. I regret ever writing it." He was one of the reasons why Cruel and I ended up even writing the Naruto Ruby story in the first place.
Oh, are you talking about
No, because Mothball was the one that wrote Teenage Shop Owner.
You mean
Mothball
Angry
the
Owl?
one who wrote like the most, like he wrote like the back then the most popular Ruby Naruto cross.
Oh yeah. Then no, so right, that was Angry Owl who wrote Teenage. Yeah, Mothballs. Yeah.
Angry Owl. Like yeah, dude, I used to be in like their fucking Discord server. It was like it was such a hug box, but at least they gave like proper feedback.
Yeah. But yeah. So Mothballs, yeah. And that was rough. But yeah, that's when I found out that he was like still existing because I saw his review on Mothball's story where he was not Mothball's story, on someone else's story in the crossover section. Where he was shitting on them for writing Naruto wrong, according to him.
Oh no,
But
that
like,
wasn't my story.
I
No, that
think
was
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's the
that was
Nora's the
on my
mommy
one
fic,
as well.
where Nora
oh
basically
no,
got
he did it to a lot of people. He was a
Oh.
massive bully in the Ruby Naruto section because he wrote
Oh.
like one popular Ruby Naruto story and felt like that meant he owned how to write Ruby Naruto. And so he went
Oh.
around trying to police everyone else in the Ruby Naruto section and telling them how to write their story correctly, air quotes.
Many such
Oh.
cases.
That's the first. I think I heard. Oh wait, now I remember because the Nora Uzumaki one was the one review where he got all entitled about Naruto as a child. He could do blah 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 or whatever. And I
Yeah.
think that's kind of where it clued me in of like just of his attitude. I kind of followed him for a while because I had him on follow
really
alerts
loves
and shit.
Naruto.
So I was just kind of reading whatever he kind of posted because it was the time I was looking for junk food and whatever. But it was at that point I think I just kind of like, yeah, no, his quality's just gone downhill. His ideas aren't even really remotely acceptable for just like junk food ideas. And
Yeah.
it's like I'm done.
Dude,
I mean, his
so-
ideas got really weird. Like, he
Oh, yeah,
didn't
yeah.
write junk food ideas anymore. He just wrote really weird shit. Like, I remember one of the Naruto Ruby stories he wrote was the one
Yeah.
where Death shoved Naruto's soul into Kushina's body while Kushina was also in her body, and it created a hermaphrodite Kushina that Naruto was controlling.
Yeah.
And Kushina had to watch her like 6-year-old son control her hermaphrodited body.
Yeah, those were kind of like I was like,
yeah,
"What the fuck is this?"
where is this coming from? You know,
And
that
I
kinda,
think it
like,
just took me a while before I just decided to get off my ass and stop being lazy and just start purging him and a bunch of others from my follows list and shit.
even
I wasn't
Stanley
No,
Miller
yeah,
on my
Phoenix. No,
follow list?
his story was not popular because he's a good writer. His story was only popular because the Ruby fandom and the Naruto fandom collectively are a bucket of retards.
Oh yeah, like I still remember, like the first like big fic I ever wrote was just like I think like I had this conversation with you, like that was like one of the major
Yeah.
reasons we wrote to Step Goodbye was because I was like that trash fic which I can barely read by the time like I was like writing.
Bro, you just
like-
used so many big words.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I was like, yeah, dude. Like I gotta use the big words to make myself feel like look smart, and that shit in 2 chapters was like with 2,000 followers, 2,000 favorites. I'm like, oh, and the only thing I've
Yeah.
done is like I didn't even change canon. I just put Sasuke and Naruto in there, and like
Yeah.
be powerful. That's it. Nothing
It
much.
was-
So they would literally read anything as long as like that two like fandom collaboration thing happens, right? And that specific
Yeah.
crossover is just too popular. I think even today, if I write something for that specific like fandom combination, it'll blow up.
Probably.
And honestly, like, there's also like the fucking like, small brain shit, because like the only fics that really do well are like the ones that like entice the fucking reader with romance after every like 5 minutes of anything else. It's like a TikTok video basically. They want their gratification. They want it fast.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. All right. Well, gentlemen, it was a good talk. We all had fun here, of course. Obviously, we all had fun here. And if you
Did
say
we?
you didn't have fun here, the commissar will be visiting you shortly.
Joke's on you. I know a commissar.
Yes,
Wow.
he's the one I'm sending.
No dear.
Oh, he showed up
anyway.
right in time for it.
I literally just got home. Why have I been summoned?
Oh, great commissar. Sneaky's been posting cringe again.
I literally just said, "Don't worry, I know a commissar." And
No,
you
I said that.
joined.
No, I said that, and then you said that's the one I'm sending, and then you joined. I was making
Yes.
the joke that you would be the commissar.
I am the commissar.
That is the
Oh,
joke I was
sorry.
making.
I know.
that is
Why
the
have I been
joke.
summoned though? Who pinged me?
Who fucking
Uh,
pinged you?
No one pinged you. Oh no,
No one
they
pinged
pinged
you.
you
No.
in the main chat, dude, for the fucking
Okay.
bunker.
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
was just
somebody
really good
pinged me.
timing.
Yeah,
Ooh.
because oh,
That was
actually
just
is
like
pretty...
that was such
Ooh.
gold tier timing, though. I know he is the one I'm sending. Joins.
So, who am I assuming the commissarial executioner stands for?
Yes.
Knows for saying that he didn't enjoy the Fanfiction podcast.
Oh well, I mean,
Why
that's
the
just
fuck
evidence
is
that he's
Arn
not
using an
Slash.
FDM printer for such a big surface.
gotta say-
Because he's retarded.
That's gonna be such a pain in the ass to fill all those layer lines in.
Yes. All right.
Oh
Well, like I said, we'll see you guys on Tuesday because there